showtime.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Everybody grab your champagne. Cheers.
Oh, yes.
Cheers to all of you out there. If you're new to the channel, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife on the other end, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. And in between the two of us, we have Mark and Rocky from This Cruise Life.
Howdy, howdy.
And we are simulcasting on both their channel and our channel at the same time. So welcome everyone from This Cruise Life. You are welcome here. Glad to have you guys.
It's great to see so many of you. We saw you guys coming in the chat. Hello, welcome from MSC Maravelia.
Yeah.
No.
Did we just do that?
We've done that so many times.
We're bleeping that. Can you bleep that,
We
please?
can't. It's too late.
Thank you.
It's too late.
There's not a 7-second buffer?
No, there's no buffer. Now there is going to be a little echo tonight, everybody. We apologize about that. It's just the microphones. We're in close proximity, and, well, we are on a ship. We are coming to you live from the MSC World America.
That's what it is.
Inaugural Cruise. In fact, that is a look right outside of our balcony right now. We call that balcony cam or PAL. We have Hal in front of us. We have PAL on the balcony. And it's been raining most of the day, so it's currently stopped raining. So as long as it's not raining, PAL is okay, because PAL is hanging out over the edge.
But you know what? Considering we didn't wash the salt off of PAL from
Yeah.
the aqua,
Oh my gosh.
this might be a good thing.
Yes. So, by the way, we also have a refill here waiting for the champagne, so it's going to get good and fun tonight. Okay, I know a lot of you are here to see Deck 8, and as promised, we're about to do that here in just a couple seconds. But let's go over a few housekeeping notes. One, if you have any questions about the MSC World America, obviously we're here live right now. There's no better time to get an answer than right now. Between the four of us, if we can't already answer it, Lisa and I will get the answers tomorrow and bring it to you during tomorrow night's broadcast. All right, that's one. Two, if you want to be part of our Facebook group, it's a private group. Please go there and just answer the two questions. We'll let you in. We post all kinds of different content there, from all the pictures of the food we eat, daily activities, the menus, all these kind of different things. So you can see that there. And I don't know if they've been actually paying attention to. I told them there was going to be a big surprise.
Yes.
Our people know this.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Is there a quiz?
This Cruise Life people. Here. Look. Hang on one second. What does it say right there? What right? No, look on the screen.
Oh.
What does it say right there?
We're giving away a ship.
We're giving away a ship.
A ship?
A ship.
No ship.
No ship.
Where did it say this? I still don't know
It's
where
right
it
there.
says it.
We are giving away that.
Oh, that's a cool ship. I saw that.
That is a replica of the MSC World America.
It sure is.
This does not exist. Lisa and I commissioned a Lego type brick artist to design it.
That's awesome.
You can't find that anywhere. Lego brick people did not sponsor this.
Wow.
MSC did not sponsor this. This is coming out of Lisa and Robert's pocket.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Okay.
Cheers
So you're
to that.
right. So
Yes.
thank you. It is a 1 to 400 scale replica, so it's about 33, 34, 35 inches long. I found out today it's going to be about 7,500 pieces. It is not going to come put together. You will have to put it together. But this is how you can potentially win it. It is very simple. There's no registration. We have a couple nights left here on this cruise.
Yeah.
We're going to give it away to someone who's watching live.
Ooh.
So all those who are with us for the first time from This Cruise Life, do us a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button, right? Thumbs up. More importantly, the notification bell, so you know when we go live, which is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right? And you will have a potential to win this. From a dollar value, if you went on Lego's site right now and looked up the Titanic, it's $660 bucks.
I believe it.
This is bigger than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we believe that as retail value somewhere around $750, something like that.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
So this Cruise Life, welcome to the channel. Please, again, feel free to subscribe if you choose. We'd love to have you. And Mark and Rocky, we do this a lot, believe it or not.
and our guys as well, please.
Crisscross.
Yes,
Well, oddly
absolutely.
enough, a lot of our guys are already your guys.
They already are, but
Amazing.
That's
maybe not everybody is though. So by all means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribe
All right.
to these guys.
We always say the cruise community, it's a small cruise world out there, is what we always say. And I truly believe that. And I think it's so cool when you see creators come together and you see a lot of familiar faces. It's awesome.
It's fun.
Right.
Thank you.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to deck 8. We'll get that done and out of the way.
Okay.
All right, and for those who, oh dear, I keep doing that. I know, right? For those who are new to our channel, we do things a little bit differently. We call it Tall Man Style. So let's go.
Filming Tom and Style.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, Lisa and I, we are on the MSC World America. We are on the Miami deck, or deck 8. This is all public space. We're standing here at the front elevators and stairs. And so let's do you a 360-degree tour. See, no further, you can go this way. Here's your stairs and elevators. Women's room and accessible. The Oria Spa is up here. As you see, it is closed. We shot a video of this on the first day. Actually, it looks like we could get in, but we'll just insert that video here. Here's your reception area. Can have massages. Move it back here. Oh, there's your hair salon. The other side, but we'll go around to the other side in a minute. It's a nice little relaxation area here. Aquatherapy. Here's some restrooms right here. Was treatment suites down here. Why, just different suites. And there's a massage suite in there. There's a Primrose treatment suite in here. Again, there's all down there as well. We're not going to go through every single one because we're going to stay with the path to go into the thermal area. That does look inviting. They have different showers here. Cold breeze, cold rain, and the bucket drop. This is a Mediterranean bath. There's a walk called the walking net. Obviously very busy in here today. Here's your snow room. It is cold in there for sure. You got a soft sauna. I just see that it says soft sauna. And their finished sauna. And it's huge.
also relax room. And then on the other side, steam bath. I'd open the door and stick a camera in there, but if I did, it would all fall down. It's about as much as I can do. Everything will fog up. We started off here, but on the other side. Here's a dual, or it can be a dual. If not, it's got a little air wall that can close, so they can use it for multifunction. So if you want to do partner massages or partner treatments, different types of, that's, I forget what they call this, with the water. Is that the
therapy or
yeah, the last therapy or something like that. It just says a violet treatment room. It doesn't say, but I think that's what that is. I think this is where we snuck in when we first started. Again, I call them restrooms, probably the locker rooms, the doors that were up here. Again, we call these restrooms, but that's probably the women's locker room and the men's locker room. Well, there you go. There's your spa here on the World America. Hopefully you liked the spa tour. It was a little bit crowded that day. I think you get the idea. Here's the other side of the elevators and stairs. Again, there's that. I do believe this is a crew area. As you can see, it's all white. It's not decorated out, but it's open. And there was a men's room right here and accessible. So let's go here and stay to the right. Here's your Zest juice bar. You get a nice smoothie or a juice. And we're standing out here outside of Les Dunes, or Les Dunes. You have sort of an outside eating area, and you can sit over here and overlook the World Galleria, or you can eat inside. Let's go look inside. A smaller restaurant, a little more exclusive. I'm pretty sure this serves the same food as the other restaurants down on deck 6. Different decor in here. Not a lot to see out the windows, so you're just looking at the lifeboats, but, you know. Now, unfortunately, we can't go any further on this side. We'll show you when we get back outside. So we're going to have to go downstairs, use deck 7 to get further, and then come back up again. And see, it ends right there. That is not a public passage. It is an emergency exit, but it's not meant for cutting through on a daily basis. So again, it says service hallway. So we're going to go use those stairs right there, go down and get to the next set of stairs and come back up. We'll see you over there. All right. As you see, that's kind of, we ended over there. All right. You can't cut through here. So we did the down and up. We're right outside of Italy, which is, I believe, their first of its kind here at sea. This is their specialty Italian restaurant. You may have to try this place. Open kitchen right here. It's a little small eatery. Not a ton of seating, but that's all right. Make your reservations. This is perfect. Life is too short not to eat and drink well. Yeah, it's a quaint little restaurant. And that area that we couldn't pass through, as you see, is actually the kitchen. That's why we couldn't connect. Because, well, Italy needs a kitchen. Here's another place to tie a credit card to your room. Here is Elixir Mixology Bar. This is a cool space in here. High craft cocktails. This has a little outdoor space too. We're just going to show you now. It's got its own little sort of porch out here. And there was an area outside here on Italy to eat if you wanted to dine al fresco. Sorry we missed that. Little hidden outdoor space. I suppose that would be a cool place to hang because it's just a bar, so you could come here. It'd be a little bit harder to hang out on the Italy side. It's also like an extension over here to the bar. Private room. Private sipping. All the high-end stuff, I guess, might be in there. Keep on. Here's another excursions desk. There's a couple of them around the ship. Another place to activate your cruise card. Men's and women's and accessible restroom. Here is your aft elevators and stairs there. And the other stairs are on the other side. And we're about to enter the World Promenade. Now we're going to try to come out here at night while things are still going on, but all this is lit up with LEDs in here. It's really, really neat. We're going to have to be careful because they are upstairs cleaning, which means water can drip down here, so we're just going to be careful. All right, we're going to stay over here. Here's your coffee emporium. So if you're what I affectionately call a coffee snob, I mean that in the nicest of ways, you would want to come in here. Lisa, you can come get an espresso for $4.
Oh, it smells so good.
Right? It really actually does. I don't like coffee, but it smells good in here. You get their own roaster. It says for display only, but I have a funny feeling that one operates. Maybe these are display only, but I don't know. I'll have to come down here and check it out.
Right.
There's so much stuff on the ship, guys. I swear, 7 days isn't enough. It just isn't. Yeah, oddly enough, I felt the same way even on the Oasis class ships.
Yes.
And bigger. 7 days is just not enough. So much to do. And so much to see.
There's restrooms there too.
Oh, did I miss the restrooms? Yeah, men's and women's room right there. And accessible. Sorry about that. World of Jewels. Omega. walk in, you can actually see them upstairs washing stuff. So we're just going to be careful. Here's some elevators. Now, they just go from here all the way to deck 17. They don't stop, or deck 18, excuse me. They don't make stops. It's sort of like an express elevator, and they have one on either side. So,
Yeah, so you can ride this line again.
that's, yeah, probably exactly why. Get to the slide and come down. So maybe that's 19. I don't know. We'll ride it and let you know. All right. So since they're over here washing, we're going to come over here to the left. We don't want to get cameras all wet. So this is the exit of, I believe this is called Venom, to dry slide. Here's your All-Star Sports Bar. This whole area back here is the sports bar. Even though they play some sports in that sort of English pub that we looked at, this is technically the sports bar. Your drafts are all right here. You can do self-service if you have the drink package. That seating back here, little kitchen, have snacks and things to offer. We'll come down here and try to find out what the menu is. A little bit of seating up through here too. We'll try to see what it is from the other side.
Did you see all the taps?
I did. That's it. I have a lot of beer. Affigen, Heineken, Strongbow, Stella, Blue Moon, Light, Dos Equis,
IPA.
Lagunitas IPA. I can't read that in the last three aren't marked. And then over here, I'm not sure what this is. You might be able to select because it's a digital. Yep, I'll say Lagunitas IPA, Heineken Premium, Lagunitas IPA, Heineken Premium, Heineken Premium. See a pattern here? I go look to the other side. Nice big bar. The little upper section over here to sit. And then this back area here that I sort of looked through to from the other side, but I wanted to come up here. Have darts. Ooh, we may have to come up here and try to play darts.
We might have to.
Yeah. And then here's a little outdoor area. Oh, looks like it's... there we go. You've got... I think they actually call it shuffleboard, but it's like... It's like handheld shuffleboard. Not handheld. It's like tabletop shuffleboard. I don't know, guys. What is this called? Is this not called shuffleboard?
Supercharged shuffle.
Yeah. Gotta unlock it with a pen. It's protected back here. They are cleaning, so we can't go all the way back. And there's a little smoking area back here. So for the smokers, you can hang out here on the back of deck 8 and have a cigarette. So let's go back inside and cut through. But as you see, we're all the way in the back. You'll see the water moving a little bit. But you know what? We'll do this here now, Lisa, because they were washing over there and cleaning, so we probably aren't going to want to get through over there. And here's your back of the ship. On the Oasis class ships, this is where your aqua theater is. Now we are going to go back in to Sir Cloud, so we stay on our path. Plus, we don't want them to feel awkward. This is right where we came in, right here. So they do have some different things that happen out here. Some entertainment type stuff, atmospheric stuff. It's not just wasted space. I don't think it's wasted space at all. This is an absolute massive gathering point to hang out back here. I looked out here a couple times throughout the day. You can see out here from many different places in the ship. And this place was always had a ton of people. They're washing up there, so we're not going to stand right back there. We're going to come over here. Just one of the really neat outdoor spaces, guys. Little outdoor seating area here. This is what's called the lanai back there. Here's your sweet temptations. It's probably locked. You were asking about candies and things. There's ice cream in here. There's different candies and sweets. There was Vendy chocolates and toys and things. But this is all the way here in the back. There's also this little area to sit back here. And you also have this seating area in here as well. They do have it blocked off, but we'll just take a quick peek in here so you can see. Crepes and waffles, different candies and things, as I mentioned. Build your own sundaes. Oh, looks like a little pet area back here, too. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Sweet temptations. And I wasn't pointing at Lisa. There's a little area called Promenade Bites. You can get popcorn, cotton candy, a few other little things out here. Here's another one of those lifts that go up. There's one on either side. Paxos. There's your Greek restaurant. We may have to come here and try this too, Lisa. Full menu here. I love me some Greek.
Me too.
Especially like real Greek food. We spent a week in Athens, and outside of some time I spent in Italy, that was some of the best food I've had in my life. Absolutely amazing. Now, these are actually all cabins that look out here onto the World Promenade. Unlike the Oasis class ships, I don't believe these are real greenery. I think it's all fake.
There's a nice handbag shop to the right there.
The what? Oh, there's some more shops. I missed them. Luxury accessories, as you can see the sign. He's cleaning, which is the other reason why we didn't go there. But if you need a new purse or clutch or small little backpack or something, you can get them in there. Yeah, this is the time of night where they get their cleaning and stuff done. So we try to stay out of their way. So let's catch this side now. We haven't seen anything over here yet. There's your stairs. Your effing jewelers. Your Fizz champagne bar. If you're into the bubbly, you have a dedicated space to come enjoy your bubbly. In fact, I do believe there's a little outside spot here too. Outdoor space here. Yeah, see guys, this is where you want to come. This is just going to be like one of those really quiet places to come and hang. Beautiful shots of the moon tonight. Hard to see with the glass, but you see let me see if I get the camera in the little gap there. You can see the moon shining off the water. This is just a great place to come and hang. Wouldn't you say it, Lisa?
Oh, totally.
With a ship this big, there's a lot of little spots like that. Little nooks and crannies kind of tucked away in places that if you're not really exploring, you might miss. That's why we do these tours, so you don't miss anything. We're approaching the loft. This is where, well, you're going to see your comedy and or live music. So I got their stage up there. Smaller club than some comedy clubs, but I think it's an appropriate size. This also looks like it has an outdoor area, or this could be the extension of where we at. I just didn't walk far enough. Yeah, I just didn't walk out far enough. So this is just the extension of where we were at. Let us know if you enjoy seeing the comedians in here. Now, unlike the other side, remember the kitchen was here in between Les Dunes and Eatery. The kitchen was in the middle, so you couldn't walk through. Here, there's this sort of jig-jog to get to the other side. And there's just some neat graphics and things here on the wall. It's a passenger passway. It's meant for you to walk through, which is why they have it all decorated up. But this gets you past whatever's in there. The doors say store, but obviously you're not accessing anything. So over here to the right, this is the Gen Project. This is the upstairs area to what we saw downstairs. On deck 7, I told you there was that spiral staircase. Come upstairs. Right, there's that spiral staircase I was talking about. Your brewery there. So this is the upstairs part. Pool table over here. Brewing or stilling? What do you think? I gotta actually go with brewery. I'm sure they got a still here. Even this is called a Gin Project. I think they're brewing their own. Well, it does say craft brewery, so I guess it says it right there. Oceanic Craft Brewery. So it's a brewery in the gin product and the Gin Project. Again, here's your Zest bar. We've come full circle. We're back to the front of the ship where the spa is, and we started right over here. So Let us know what your favorite part of Deck 8 is. That those hidden spots outside? That's mine. Leave in the comment below and let us know what your favorite spot is on Deck 8. Until we see one another on the deck or another ship, be safe. Ciao!
Filming Tom and style.
Well, there you go, everybody. There is your Deck 8. For those who are joining us from This Cruise Life, if you wanted to see the other decks, we've already done Deck 5, 6, and 7, both inside and outside. Those are on our channel and a playlist if you choose to want to see those. So there's that. Now, don't forget the rest of the stuff we talked about before we played that. We're giving away a ship!
Oh, ship.
Oh, ship! Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometime between tonight, tomorrow night, and last night,
Okay.
we are giving away a 1:400 scale replica of the MSC World America. This is truly a one of a kind. It doesn't exist. Can't find it in store. Can't find it on the ship. Lisa and I paid a Lego brick type designer to design this one of a kind model.
But I hear you have to be present to win.
You have to be live.
Is that true?
That is true.
Okay, you have to be live.
You have to be live.
Tonight, tomorrow night, or the next night.
And how we're doing it, we're using a little piece of software called Raffly. They're going to pick one of the people watching.
Wow.
They're going to do it live. We just hit the button, it spins, and pop up the name, and you will have won the prize. Now, so you understand what you're winning. A 1:400 scale, this is about 7,500 pieces. It is not a small model. It's going to be about 33 to 35, 36 inches, so that's almost 3 feet. Pretty tall. Roughly valued around $750 to $1,000. The only reason why I don't know is it's not in a store. But I know Lego sells the Titanic, which is smaller than this, for $660. So not sponsored by anybody but myself and Lisa. We've paid for all of this, and we're going to give one away. So there's going to be two. We're getting one, of course.
Well, of course.
Yes.
As you should.
Yes. And then we're going to give one away to somebody watching. Okay.
Cool.
It won't be put together. You will have to put it together, but it's coming with some very detailed instructions. In fact, I think it's 298 pages.
Lots of instructions.
It's a big ship. Holy ship.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy ship. Oh, that was not what I was supposed to do. Guys.
There you go.
Holy ship. Okay. All right. So let's get back to live. Again, that is balcony cam right out there. We are live right now. We're in cabin 10266. We got Mark and Rocky with us from This Cruise Life. And so we appreciate everybody being with us. Let's see if we can get to some of this.
We got lots of people
We are
saying
going
hello to
rapid fire. So everybody hang on. You ready? Hello, Angela. Hello, Vic/Vicky. Hello, Angela again. Hump night. That's correct. Irene, Mama Tall Man. We've got friends with us tonight. Yes, we do. Macrina, hello.
Macrina.
Everybody's ready. Rocky and Mark. Yeah, we're gonna call you Excited. Behave. Right. Let's go. Right, Tall Man. You're ready. Everybody's always ready. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, special show tonight. That's correct. That's correct. Ron Jones, good to see you tonight. Hello, Bobby Smith. Welcome to the channel. Again, we're with Macrina here. John L., good to see you again tonight, buddy. Alex, how's Hump Day, everyone? It's been fantastic, other than it rained pretty much all day here.
Is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, Eric Maxey. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
good to
Eric.
see you. Elaine, Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I'm so sorry. Hello, Patrick Conroy. Welcome.
Patrick.
Kathy B. Good to see
Kathy
you.
B.
Embarkation
Cheers.
Nation. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
I know.
Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel. How are you doing tonight,
Wow.
guys? Welcome to the show. That's
Right.
Big Mouth.
And there is champagne.
And there is champagne. Yeah, we
Yes.
need more. We need more.
All
right, hang on.
That
We're
bottle.
we're
Macrina, thank you.
we're going live
All
here.
right.
We're going to the big screen.
Oh, it's big screen.
You know, I don't drink, so I don't even know how to do this crap.
Can I help?
Do you want a
No.
professional?
Yes, we
What-
probably
what-
need help.
What fun would that be? Wait a minute, don't I open it like that? Aren't I supposed to shake it up first?
Uh-oh. I just
my
gotta
gosh.
Here we
notice
go.
that
Here
you're
we
not
go. Here
audible.
we go.
I'm not audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
it's all on.
What do you
Oh.
mean you gotta notice? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look at that. We didn't make a mess.
when are you gonna notice that I'm not audible?
I got a text.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I know.
Well, you weren't audible when the video was playing because, well, the video
Maybe
was
that's
playing.
why. Maybe that's why.
I'm sorry, everyone, if you can't hear me. I've said
Maybe your
wonderful
microphone's in a
things
bad
tonight.
place.
Thank you.
No,
You're
your
welcome.
microphone's in a good place.
I mean, you can hear him on. You guys
you
can
go.
hear him, right?
Yeah.
Because you should be
They haven't been
hearing.
able to hear me the whole time.
And nobody told you.
I mean, I can hear you way better than I can hear him.
Oh, here. Is it because your microphone's not turned up?
No,
He
his
fixed
mic's up.
that.
It's facing up.
Yep, it's facing up.
It is facing up. Yeah, you should.
We're
be good.
we're working, guys, on a system that's only supposed to have 2 mics. Whoa, crap! But I'm tricking it to do 4 mics here. So you
Yes.
want to grab that and put it down
Yes,
on the ground in front
You
of us?
got it.
How about now?
Can you hear me now? Anytime Mark wants to talk, I'll just lean in.
There we go. Perfect.
So we're working on it, guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to buy more
Oh,
equipment.
and there's champagne.
Yeah.
Here we go. Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
Oh, the other one was better, I think.
The other one's definitely better.
Well, so we went from a sweet to a non-sweet.
That's
I
right.
think
We
that's
did.
the challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. We started with the beautiful Asti, which is
It was
Full
really
house tonight.
good.
I smell a giveaway. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Mark and Rocky have been so nice to us around the ship. Okay, awesome.
yes, Embarkation,
Embarkation Nation. It was good hanging out with you again. Okay. All right. Hello, Mama Mac. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Alex, y'all got to keep inside voices so no ship security visits. Oh, my God. Oh, hi. Yo.
OH.
Dr. Shriek, good to see you. Welcome back. Chris Stonerock, welcome. Right back to you guys. Go Buckeyes. What could they be saying? LOL. Almost showtime. Hello. Good evening, Patricia. Carol. Gosh. They're talking about how awesome we are. We're talking about, we talk nothing but about how crazy you guys are.
Yeah, for sure.
And the fact that they're going to be coming on our group cruise.
And they're coming on
And we're
ours.
going on their group
Yeah.
cruise.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're mutually group cruising.
Yes.
Yes, we have a full house. Heat crazed. Welcome. Good
Mom
to
and Dad.
Great to see you. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Welcome, Mom and Dad. Mama Tall Man.
Yeah.
Mama this
Mom-
life.
Yeah.
Mama,
This
This cruise life.
Mama, this cruise life.
that's too much though. It's we gotta
Yeah.
this cruise, this life, cruise life, this life.
Mama cruise life.
Mama cruise.
Mama cruise
Mama
life.
Cruise.
Mama cruise.
Mama Cruise.
Oh, like
Mama
that.
Cruise.
Mama
Mama Cruise.
Cruise.
Mama
Yeah.
Cruise.
Mama Tommy and Mama Cruise.
Mama TCL.
Mama
This
Tommy.
cruise
Yeah,
life.
that works.
Mama
Yeah.
TCL.
Take that.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't
Don't say it.
No.
Don't say it. Hello, Victoria. How are you this evening? Yes, we are all drinking. Conrad Ledford, hello. Welcome to you guys. Tom, good to see you. A Deja Inaugural Cruise, right? Four of my favorite people. Hello, y'all. Yeah, Macrina, audio's okay for him. Oh, Carol E. Hello, Carol E. Good to see you. Charles, welcome to you as well. Yes, and the alcohol is flowing.
Yes, it is.
Mike Anderson, Danny Mack, you barely made it, but you're here. No, we are not mentioning my height tonight, Alex. Bite your tongue. That being said, I don't need to hear it to have a cocktail tonight.
Okay.
But when we do our cabin tours,
Yes.
we usually have like 15, 18, 20 of them cabins that we get,
Oh yeah.
and we do them all in one video.
Okay.
And
That's
I
cool.
talk about my height and all the bathrooms
yes,
and
yes,
stuff with the
yes.
toilets and the
Yes.
showers and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it just became a drinking game. So anytime you hear my height, you drink.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You'll be good and drunk by the time we're done with that
So,
video.
what are you
Yes.
thinking about this bathroom? I'm curious to get your thoughts. World America, the newest, biggest ship in the world for MSC. What do you think of the bathroom?
A little tiny.
Yeah.
It's snug.
It's a little snug in there.
Yeah.
The toilet at my height of 6'4", drink.
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 It's you couldn't be any bigger than me and be on that toilet.
Okay.
It's a little snug in there.
Yeah.
The shower itself is not bad. It's a decent size shower. I love the glass door, but once you get out again,
There's
it's
no-
a
Oh my
little
gosh.
tight.
You gotta
Once you
dry off
get out-
inside the shower.
Or come out here and dry off.
You can't dry
Yeah.
off in the shower because then the shower head drips on you.
Oh, mine doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
They got a drippy shower. You just have plumbing problems.
you do.
Are you trying to tell everybody you got the drip?
Nope, we definitely weren't.
Jay, I think the drip is much better than bloody balls, though. And for those who don't know what we're talking about, you know what? We
do you have that clip?
I probably
we should have been
do.
looking for that.
So
We should have looked for
they'll
that.
get a good kick out of this because they go on NCL, so they understand.
Yeah.
You know, NCL, they make those eco-friendly cocktails out of surplus
Sail and
food.
sustain.
Sail and sustain.
Do you want to?
So-
want me to see if I can find the description to read?
So
no.
we were reading that, and I'm like, ooh, Lisa, that cocktail looks good. What's in it? Meatballs. and somehow through a few minutes it turned into bloody
It's made with
balls.
surplus food. The Sail and Sustain drink is made with surplus food. So our joke was
They
that
use the
looks
extra
good. What-
meatballs.
It's meatballs. So it turned into gin and balls, and then Bloody Marys, and then Bloody Balls, and it just went
Bloody
downhill
balls.
fast. Bloody balls.
You too can go on NCL and drink some bloody balls.
Bacon covered bloody balls.
Fakin, because they certainly didn't have
Yes.
bacon.
Bacon.
Hello,
yeah,
Valerie.
bacon.
Good to see you, hon.
P.
Kathy P. Welcome. Sandy C.
Hey, Sandy C.
Yes.
Sandy C.
Holy ship, Ron Jones.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to go as far as $1 million, but it's probably 750,
But
800,
if
somewhere
that's
in
the
that
value
area.
he wants to put on it.
Oh, well,
But here's the thing,
Right.
though, right? It's a two of a kind.
Two of a
It,
kind.
it- it's not like
Yeah.
thousands or
Right.
tens of thousands of
Right.
these things going to be made.
Mhm.
We may make a few more because I know there's a lot of people who actually do want it, and there's only going to be one winner. And so, but there's limited supply,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right.
I want it to be special. Chris is like, that's some cool ship. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Kathy P, Mark and Rocky. About time you had a live stream together.
Hey, we got to
We-
sail together and make it happen.
we-
you know?
Well, we did another one together, but we were like in the dark the entire time.
Yes.
And-
you couldn't see us.
And we tried to broadcast
That
on
was us.
both of the
Oh.
channels at the same time, and the Carnival's Wi-Fi wouldn't work.
No, it would not. I remember that.
This Wi-Fi.
By the way, hang on. Suck it! There you go. Sorry. I have to do that every once in a while for those who are new here.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. You guys were saying?
The Wi-Fi
What?
has been
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, fantastic.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
we just have the basic Wi-Fi, and it's been fantastic for what basic Wi-Fi is. I don't think we're going to be able to win this ship, though, because we definitely can't stream.
No, I
We'll
am.
be listening at the door.
I'm not saying that 20 times tonight, Charles. Not happening. Bobby Smith, welcome.
Hey, Bobby.
Thank you very much for the hit the thumbs up. There.
Yeah.
Look, hit the thumbs
Yes.
up.
Thank you all for the thumbs
We
up.
appreciate every single
really
one
do
of you.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost snack time. Everybody that's watching,
Snack
make sure you go grab a snack.
Oh,
Do we
Not
have
now.
snacks?
I got excited.
We've got snacks
It
and
looks like you've
snacks
got some,
and-
We've got some M&Ms up there.
We've got
I love-
bananas.
We've got
No.
bananas.
We got bananas.
We got
Garlic.
bananas.
We got
garlic
M&Ms.
cloves. I see
Garlic.
garlic cloves.
They're not garlic cloves.
We can,
Aren't those
we can make it
meringues or
work.
something?
Oh, they might be meringues. They
It's
look like
meringues.
It
and
is.
It's meringues and coconuts.
This-
I love those.
Oh, those are good.
All right.
Yeah.
MSC sent us this because there was a couple problems with our cabin, and this was their thank you because
Like one of those
You know.
ones with the cabin. This is so warm
Yeah.
in here.
So grab your weapons.
okay, all right, just we're having just a quick snack, everybody, quick snack. You ready? Snack time here. Let's put on some snack time music.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice.
All right, snack time. We want to know what you had for snack. Leave it down in the comment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's talk just a little bit about the day. But it started late last night. For those who were part of our Facebook group, I put a notice. It was about, 2 a.m. or something like that, 1:30, that we ended up having to turn around to go back to Puerto Rico, back to San Juan. We had a medical emergency on board, and this passenger needed more help than the ship could offer, which does happen sometimes. We've seen it happen many times where a helicopter comes in to pull them off, but this time we were so close. It was about 45 minutes to turn around and go back. I mean, by the time it was all said and done, we pulled in and back out of Puerto Rico by 5 o'clock this morning. And so we had a 6-hour delay.
Yeah.
And we weren't sure we were going to make it to our next destination, which isn't tomorrow. Tomorrow's another sea day.
Yep.
But the day after, we're at their private island. Because, 6 hours, and that is a huge delay for a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't go 100 miles an hour, right?
No.
They can't make up too much time. But
Right.
this ship, I believe, could possibly be the fastest cruise ship in the industry of its remote size.
Yes, absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
full out, it goes 23.7 knots.
That is very
That
fast.
is very fast.
Yeah.
And how we know some of this is there was a diamond gathering today. Lisa and I are diamonds on MSC, and the captain was there, and we got to speak to him just for a couple of seconds because he came on this morning and said, "Hey, we made up the time already." So I wanted to go. I says, "Congratulations on making up that 6 hours. That was amazing." And he said, and the good thing is, I just found out that the passenger is going to be okay.
That's amazing.
That,
Right?
yeah,
Cheers.
that is
That
Cheers to
is
them.
something to
Happy
celebrate.
family.
excellent news, without a
Absolutely.
doubt.
That's great news.
Yeah.
Especially since we all have someone in common that was down there and saw that.
Yes.
This poor man, he ended up having a massive heart attack, 81 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of this information is the captain telling us, by the way. 81 years old, massive heart attack, dead. They had to bring him back, which they did. They revived him and got everything together that needed to be done. Ship turned around. We were so close. It was just easy enough, I guess, to go back as it would be to try to find a helicopter in the middle of the night or whatever.
Yeah.
So we went back and dropped him off, and we're now on our way back to the Bahamas. So, yep.
Yes.
23.7 knots.
That's
Pedal to the metal.
impressive. I'm just so glad the guy's okay.
Okay.
Ocean K.
Yeah.
Also, the most eco-friendly ship in the industry.
Oh.
LNG,
It's LNG. That's right.
and there's a whole bunch of other stuff they were talking about today. Did you guys know they're going to be building a terminal on the West Coast?
No.
They announced that today.
That's been rumored for some time.
Yep.
MSC officially announced it
The
today?
captain said it. They're building. They haven't picked the exact location, if it's going to be Seattle, if it's going to be San Francisco or LA
Okay.
or whatever, but they are committed and building a terminal on the West Coast.
That's wild. They don't even
surprise me.
have a ship out there yet.
No. Holy ship.
Holy ship.
Holy ship.
Mm-hmm.
Holy ship. I'm just saying, we're giving it away.
There
It
you
might
go.
be tonight. You never know. It's going to be to somebody live.
I mean, I think
oh,
we'll see. I
did-
think in the next 5-7 years, we'll see more ships out of West Coast.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're running out. I mean, Port Canaveral and Miami and East Coast can only support so many
Yeah.
ships. And as more and more come online, they're only up. I mean, we've seen Galveston really grow,
Oh, yeah.
since we've been cruising.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
West Coast, I think, is absolutely going to see expansion.
And Galveston is getting one of the sea ships.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry. Keep on going. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, we're on West Coast.
Yeah.
The thing with the West Coast is there's not a lot of options of things to do
Mm-mm.
because of U.S. laws and things. We have to touch some kind of foreign soil.
Yes.
Also, most cruises are going to be within a 7-day window.
Yes.
Yes, there are some longer ones, but the bulk of them are 7 days and under because
Right.
that's what most people can afford vacation time
Yeah.
for. And so in 7 days, there's only so far you can get on
That's
the
true.
West Coast.
That is true.
Which is why West Coast cruising has never been incredibly popular because there's just not a ton of places to go.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe they're going to start dredging stuff up and building little islands out there. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them.
You know, I am surprised that there aren't any private destinations on the West Coast yet.
Perfect
Yeah.
day, Puerto Vallarta. We're looking at you.
Right? Lisa B, hello. Jason Mason. Is it just me or the sound weird? If you were talking about the sound on the video, it was a little bit strange. That's the thing that
He
happened.
actually he took some helium when he was recording to make it a little bit more fun.
We have to scrub out all the audio.
A lot of music on the ship.
For everybody knows who's been on a cruise ship, there is music playing everywhere at all hours of the night.
Yes.
All hours
And
of the night.
none of that music can be in a video.
Right.
So this is why a lot of people will do highlights and put music, their own music. Kill the audio from the camera and just put in your own music.
That's
We're showing it to you kind of live. So there's some software I'm able to use that actually pulls out all that extra stuff.
Amazing.
But it can alter my voice a little bit. Sometimes I sound like I've had some helium. Sometimes it sounds like I'm Barry White. It's just, hey, everybody. Anyway, so thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you all. Thank you.
So pretty, so relaxing. Yes.
The spa.
The pool with the lower lights is beautiful.
Oh, and the spa.
Nice.
Oh gosh, yeah, that thing is beautiful.
Mac number 1 has arrived. I'm just. If anybody has a question, make sure you write the word question in there. Okay.
Let's write the word question.
Yeah.
It's easier to spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Patrick,
Yeah.
nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. Vic, all right, McCready, my bad. Yeah. Well, what's up, Tony Mac? Danny, yes, Danny, behave yourself. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, Desiree, hello, welcome to you. Just everybody watching. Hello, Angela Brown, so beautiful. Yeah, Shelly W. Oops, I'm late to the show. Better late than never.
And it's recorded.
Thomas,
It's recorded.
It
Zab-
is absolutely.
Thomas Zaborski, Zaborski.
Yeah.
I'm so I apologize. Zaborski. Yes,
It does.
It does look a little like a Vegas shopping mall.
I would say that a Royal Caribbean Oasis class looks more like a shopping mall than this one.
You'll hear that. You'll hear us talk about that in our review. Is it feels less like a shopping mall than Royal, like where you've got Johnny Rockets and Starbucks and Kate Spade and all of those. This feels it has a similar look or layout, but it doesn't feel nearly as shopping mallish.
Agreed.
Yeah, we agree too. Love a good slide. Yep, they're talking about the end of the Sandy C. Every new ship should have express elevators. Have you tried the express elevator yet? I like the express elevator.
I like the express elevator too.
He's looking at me like, "What are you talking about?"
Is that the 8 to
Yeah.
18? Yeah, that jumps. Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the back of
The glass
Yeah.
elevator.
Yeah,
Yes.
love it. Hello, Cruise Forever. Jan, I'm just did the ceiling say touchdown?
I don't know if it's
Home run.
touchdown or home run. I think it's home run.
I was trying to find the video
In
of
the
it,
sports
but yes,
bar.
I got a video of it.
I did
Strongbow on tap, right?
Yeah.
Everybody likes that. We're going to be posting all the menus from all the bars up on our Facebook group. So
Fantastic.
for those who are new around here, we have a Facebook group. Oh, can't see anything over Chris's comment. Go away. There you go. Tall Man Cruise Adventures. It's a private group. So there's 2 questions to answer. One is, what was your first cruise? And 2, adhering to the group rules, of course. No
And if you've
spamming.
never sailed on a ship before, I think the word for today should be "holy ship."
I like it.
Holy ship. But yeah, we're posting all the bar menus on
Nice.
there too. So
Yeah.
Lisa's been busy.
I have been.
Patrick Conroy, nice sports bar. Yeah. And by the way, that was the site of where that passenger had
Yes.
his heart attack last night, literally right outside the sports bar.
And so thankful he's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Truly, truly wonderful. Sometimes there's just not a lot of good news in situations like that.
Right.
So, but there was with this one. Tabletop shuffleboard. See, that's what I thought. Hey guys, I need to try this cruise. Mary, come
Yes,
on and join
Mary.
us.
Yes, Mary. I'll
Yes.
make it happen.
Come
Reach
on.
out.
He can take care of that.
I got you.
Yeah. Love the deck area on the back, and
Yes.
the lighting is super nice. Yeah. They do a tree lighting like every night, don't they?
Yeah, they do. A
That's
couple
what
of
they
times
say.
a night. Right? 7:15 and 9:15
No,
or
I
something
think it's
like
8:15, 10:15.
that. Okay.
We'll try
You
to
might be right.
we'll
You're
try to
probably
catch.
right.
We haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Neither
no,
have we.
we've been streaming,
We've
so
been-
we haven't
yeah.
seen it either.
All right. That's a nice hangout space. Yeah, that area out there, the Royal Promenade, it's It's a really great place to hang.
I'm curious, and you may have already covered this in one of the previous nights, but do you have a favorite space that you found on board that you like to just go to and enjoy?
So there's those hidden spaces on deck 8, outside of Fizz.
Yes.
And outside of the other
Elixir.
side.
Elixir.
Yeah, Elixir.
Thank you.
Nobody goes
No.
there.
But when I was in Fizz this evening and they had it roped off, you couldn't go outside.
Was it because it was raining?
I'm
or-
guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, it was raining pretty much most of the day, so it
We
wouldn't
were
surprise
going to
me.
try to actually broadcast from there tonight, guys.
Yeah.
But it was raining, and there's no cover
Right.
on these areas.
No.
And we put our heads together. Okay, where's the quietest space outside of a cabin? And
Yeah.
it was nothing but this. No. Jesus, where the hell are they? I got too many buttons, everybody. I apologize. Here. Go away.
You see what I put up with?
That's what I was supposed to hit.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets.
So we're in the cabin.
Yes.
It's because there's music playing, and if there's music in the back, we have problems. Okay?
Yes.
So roomy, yes. Tony Mac. So does the Max Me Mac 3? Does that Max? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Hello, Allie. Good to see you. Welcome. How are you? The Max. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. Mama Tall Man says, I could spend the whole day at the promenade.
Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah.
could.
Yep. Easy.
Nice promenade. Everybody's liking the promenade.
Oh, thank you.
Nice
Yes.
quiet spot. The promenade itself, I would not say is quiet because there's a lot of activity down there.
There is.
I mean, there's no aqua theater like
Right,
on the
right,
Oasis class
right.
ships, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on down there, and they do some sort of entertaining down there. It's more spatial type entertainment, like people walk around and then set up and do this like little stuff and then leave and whatever. But the silent disco was down there, and I know silent discos are supposedly silent, but they're not quiet. Because when the music starts going, woot, woot, they all start doing that.
Yes.
So I wouldn't call that quiet. But
At 3 in the morning. At 3 in the morning when you were out there, it was pretty quiet.
yes, at
It
3 in the
was.
morning. It was very quiet.
It was.
Yeah. Angela Brown says, nice outside space. You would probably have to drag me off the ship after having a temper tantrum to stay on it. Yeah, I understand. Understand. Jig jog. That's right. Just a little jig jog. All right. Hidden spots. Outside is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as a secondary, and it's a far second only because there's no chairs, nowhere to sit. But deck 7 is perfect outside.
Okay.
You can
Behind the
walk.
Yeah.
lifeboats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can walk around almost.
So it's kind of funny. We went out there actually after. So we did the Queen Symphonic, and we stayed for a little bit of the after party, and then we went out, and I was like, "Oh, there's this cool panorama terrace area."
Yeah.
We went out there, and we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking. And then a couple of guys came out, and I guess one of them was a security guard. And he's like, "Hey, you guys aren't supposed to be here."
Scolded us.
Oh, really?
Scolded us. This is a crew only
We
area.
didn't see any signs.
They need you to go inside. And we're like,
Where did you end up at?
we were just literally
On the other side of the aft elevator bank is where we came in.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because
So we didn't get
that's
very
all public
far.
space.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
all
thought.
public Space.
You can't go 360 though.
No.
Because that's crew area all the way up in the front.
Yep.
But
Yes.
I enjoy those
Yeah.
deck 7, deck 8 sort of
Yeah.
decks on ships.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
They're very quiet.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
nice brewery. Oh my God, yeah, 2-story brewery. Right?
Yes, it's crazy.
Dr. Shree also loves hidden spots.
Mhm.
Christopher Forrester, welcome. I'm not sure I said hello to you, so welcome. Yes, it is a brewery as in the world Europa. And by the way, finally, some marble. And at least in the champagne bar.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Sandy C, my favorite is the sports bar. Yeah, it's really cool down there.
It is cool.
Kathy B, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Patrick Conroy, I love the sports bar. Hello, Mulka, good to see you tonight. Patrick Conroy, thanks for the tour. You're welcome. Yep. How? Everybody's wanting how because it says "Ask me how." So that's that. Remember, we're like 300 comments into this thing, so we are very far behind. We've already told them how. I don't know. We're gonna let you know in a couple minutes. Can I get the ship for either live stream? Can I get the ship for either live stream?
No, you have to be.
You have to come here. Yeah.
On Tall Man's Cruise Adventures.
9 o'clock, because you guys won't stream again live before,
No,
right?
No.
Yeah. So 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and the night after, and the night we're 9 o'clock every night. We're on a ship. Period. And so, yep, come on back, and we'll see if you can
You
win.
ready for more?
I think we are.
What is the guest capacity on the ship?
$6,700.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You might not
we're
want
in
me
trouble.
boring.
I really do, actually. This is tickling me right now. Okay, good. Oh, oh,
Oh, oh, no.
I don't know
Let's see if
how
she
I
can
feel
do that
about where
twice.
this is being poured.
I know, right over your leg.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's good. That's good.
perfect.
We got bubbly, everybody.
I love how you put it over my
Woo.
leg. He's not
Chris is
stupid.
like, hey now.
Oh.
You got the last one.
Oh.
Squeeze the bottle. Ring
What's
it
up, Lulu? Good vibes to you as well. MJ, hello to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the Tall Man Clan. Valerie, let's go.
Yes.
Did you buy anything on board?
Oh.
We haven't bought anything.
Yeah.
We
Which
have.
way?
Well, it's a surprise.
Oh.
We tried to
Yeah.
buy a shirt, but the World America shirt sold out on the
preview.
cruise.
Oh, are
So
you
they have them.
kidding?
They don't have them for the inaugural.
I think that's where the inaugural
No.
gifts went to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's
Thin?
strange. And that's something that's going to make our full review is we really want to work with MSC's marketing department because it's a huge miss that there's not a single piece of inaugural merchandise on
On
this
the
ship.
inaugural
Yeah, even
cruise.
for inaugural season, like usually cruise lines will have
Yeah, for a
inaugural
year.
season, first 6 months, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Bizarre.
Nothing.
Interesting.
Very.
Interesting.
Yep.
Malka wants to know.
Oh.
I just started following these other fellows and was
Uh-oh.
wondering when they will be going on the Aqua and will you be trying out their spa?
Their spa. So we are heading out on the Aqua on May 10th. So we are a little bit less than a month away. We are so excited from that. The spa.
We hope they'll have bacon for you by then.
Yes, we
Instead
do.
of faking.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they'll be
Yes.
sourcing out of
US.
Canaveral
Yeah,
at that
sure,
point, so I
sure.
think we'll be
You
fine.
should
I'm sure they'll be
fine.
well into bacon
Yeah.
by then.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are we going to do the spa? The spa is gorgeous on Prima. So
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that spa is amazing.
The spa in Aqua,
It's
we can tell you,
beautiful
we've been
on
there.
Aqua.
It was great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
One of the biggest thermal spas
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The thing with the spa is on the Aqua is a lot of people were talking about how they could not get in. They had all pre-booked their spa packages and it was so busy that they couldn't get in. So
Yeah.
we actually spoke to some people who had their money refunded because
They couldn't get in.
Wow.
So hopefully you guys don't have that issue.
Wow.
I don't think they will because they're in warm weather.
Yeah,
You got to remember on when Lisa and I
Oh.
literally just got off the Aqua. Everybody,
we did.
we were on the 10-day transatlantic. Its very first cruise, and it was inclement weather all but one day,
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe a day and a half.
Yeah.
Heavy winds, rain, and very cold weather. And most of the time, not most of it, a good bit of the time, they actually had all the outdoor decks sort of locked off.
They did.
So you couldn't even go out. So everybody was compressed to the inside of the ship. And so I think there was a lot more people in the spa
Oh, yeah.
than normally would be
Right,
because when all the outdoor areas are actually open
Yeah.
and you can use them because it's nice, everybody sort of spreads out.
Yeah. That
I
ship
would
is
agree.
designed, or that class is designed for outdoor space.
Yes.
It is, and you couldn't when you can't use the outdoor space that
Yeah.
it's designed for.
Right.
It really made it challenging.
Limits the-
It really did limit it. Yes, yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys, how your experience is.
Hello, hanging with the hordes.
I'm super excited for Aqua. I really,
Yes.
after Prima, to see kind of the changes and tweaks they've made, super excited.
Nice.
Yes.
Kathy B says, by the way, congratulations on the 12K sub.
Thank you, Kathy B.
Yep.
Cheers.
Mama Tallman says, hello to all the mom and dads. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So 12,000? 13,000 maybe this week?
We hit 16,000 on the
On
Aqua.
Aqua.
Yeah,
Mm.
congratulations.
We were hoping
you.
we'd get to 17,000 before the end of this.
Okay.
So we're at 16.15 or something like
Okay.
that. So come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. Help both channels out.
That's right.
Help them get to 13 and help us get to 17.
That's
We
right.
appreciate it.
That's
Applause ahead of time.
Thank you.
Okay. So did you have to go back to San Juan? Yeah, 100%. We did a
We
U-turn.
did.
And it was funny because when we left, we noticed we were not going fast when we left.
Yes.
And so, like anything else, I don't think a lot of people understand the logistics involved in having to turn a ship and go around, or even just bringing a helicopter in or whatever.
Yeah.
But all the shore staff has to be called back, like the
Yes.
longshoremen that
Yes.
grab the ropes,
Yep.
Pilot.
the harbor pilot.
Yes.
This doesn't happen in 5 seconds.
No.
And so I figured it was taking them an hour or so, hour and a half to work out all the logistics, because as soon as they did, trust me, instantly when we started the turn, because I won't say they turned hard, but they turned pretty hard.
Oh.
And it was fast.
We were out on the back of deck 18 and you could just see the lights
Yeah.
doing this.
Oh.
It literally
as we were
looked
turning.
like something was coming towards us because
Yeah.
you could see the lights. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of which, balcony cam, we haven't shown this in a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is a live camera shot right outside of our balcony right now here live on the MSC World America. So so we went back to San Juan. We pulled in there at about, it was close to 5. We didn't dock, even though all the longshoremen were there to tie us off. We only pulled in about half, maybe 2/3 of the way in, basically just in far enough so that the gangway ramp could come out.
Oh, wow.
And they used the thrusters
to
to
hold
push us in place.
Okay, so they didn't actually tie us up or
Nope.
anything. That makes it
No.
faster.
Nope.
Yes.
They got them off, got them into the ambulance, everybody back on, the ramp back in, and we pushed away and went out. It was not that quick.
Yeah.
In total time, I think that probably took about 12 or 13 minutes.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah.
still pretty quick.
That's pretty fast.
I was very impressed with the gangways that this ship has.
You're welcome.
It's super cool.
I'm just watching the thermal spa on the ship, and it seems so much more than Norwegian's. Very similar, though. The thermal spa was great. Okay, moo. How come you guys had to go back to the port yesterday? Someone had a massive heart attack.
Yes.
Then they coded. They got them back, but obviously, heart attacks just don't happen. There's problems, and a ship's medical team and facilities are absolutely amazing, but they can only go so far. And when your health issue exceeds what the ship can provide in aid, they have to get you off the ship to get you the help that you need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we had literally just pulled out of San Juan. We were there until 11 last night.
Yeah.
And we were
and-
still
and
very
we were-
close.
And this person's medical emergency happened right around midnight. So we had barely just gotten out of the port. And again, after our stream last night, I went out upstairs and we weren't moving. So I knew they were preparing to have to go back because we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But we were barely moving. And we did that for about an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. But eventually you saw the ship turning. And it took us, once we full circle, Captain put the pedal to the metal, and we made it back to port in about 45 minutes.
And what I always say, I can see me. My volume moves over there.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Cool. So I can be heard.
Yeah, you're not as clear as the rest of us.
Okay, that's clear. But what I say is,
You know what?
Those
Hang
sorts of maneuvers,
Hang on.
those sorts of maneuvers that happen are not cheap. Which is why we always advise travel insurance, because you just never know. Oh, what am I? I was trying to bring it closer.
I fixed you.
Yeah.
You fixed me.
I fixed you.
How did you fix me?
And now you're like really freaking loud.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm glad that I'm fixed.
There you go.
But those
Are you okay?
Choke on
Wow.
polished cotton, eat
Those,
my shore.
maneuvers are not cheap, and
No.
so travel insurance. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it are, but like
100%.
I
Get
learned
it.
that after
Definitely.
appendicitis on the Carnival Magic. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
never again will I not travel with travel insurance.
Oh,
Without.
no. Yeah.
Without.
Cat-
What does it?
Kathy P says, my hubby is 6'4", so your reviews on the high perspective on the ships, your review is very helpful. Thank you, Kathy P. Remember it?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
6'4".
6'4". Dang it. You know what's funny? Look here. 6'4".
God. Now I have to take 2 sips. I didn't even get the first
I
one.
didn't either.
Oh, we're almost out. We're going to have to get another bottle. Blake, welcome, buddy. Hello.
Blake!
Good to see you.
Blake, it's good to see you.
Thumbs up,
Welcome.
Blake.
Everybody, make sure you hit that thumbs up. For those who we are broadcasting live on both their channel and our channel at the same time. Do us all a huge favor.
Huge fan.
Tall Man Clan, make sure if you're not already subscribed to This Cruise Life that you go there and do that now. This Cruise Life, if
Come
you
on
could,
Yeah, we'll invite you to go over to Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. Why not?
Hey, we
Of
tagged
course.
them on Instagram.
We did.
you did what to us?
We tagged you on Instagram.
Oh,
He didn't even know.
I had no clue. I'm
Wait,
so
is that more
happy.
Lisa's realm? Is that?
No,
Oh,
we're
okay.
we're just not tech savvy, to be honest.
Oh, are you kidding?
Ours is
Oh,
not.
Look at this live stream, y'all.
He is very good with all
I'm
of this
texting
stuff.
Blake a picture of this right now.
BTS. Blake gets the
Wild.
BTS.
Oh, you don't need to. Look, dude. We've got
Maybe-
PTZ. Look, we're just.
Oh,
All right,
bye.
so
And
there's
maybe,
the studio light there. There's.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Hang, what? Just holy crap!
What
Here
the
it
hell?
comes. Suck it. All right. Yeah, just and there's another studio light there, and of course,
Where are we going?
we're showing our feet, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
of course, here's the computer on this side,
Oh.
and then over there, this is.
Oh my god, please don't
What's-
break. Oh
no,
gosh.
And see, I think I misspoke.
This is where all the
I said
audio
we're
comes
not
from.
Tech savvy.
Yeah.
I think social media savvy
Oh,
would have been
okay.
a better
Fair.
choice
Yeah.
of words.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely some tech
Yeah.
here.
and she's talking about more about herself.
I am not tech savvy, not in the least. I can fry a computer faster than anybody.
Oh, that's talent.
Yeah. And the camera outside, of course, that's also ours. We call that balcony cam. And it's just sitting out there. We're looking forward. Our cabin, 10266, is almost all the way to the back of the ship.
It's
It is.
very
There's,
aft.
there's only a
Yes.
couple cabins further back.
Wait, you can even tilt that camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
weird view.
Well, it's leaned out over the
we're
side.
looking at-
I don't know
Yeah.
what
So-
we're looking at now.
So
You're
that's the
looking at
window
the window
cleaner
washer.
thingy.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's the back of the ship right there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so we'll go back to the front because there's nothing fun to see
There's
there.
nothing there.
There's nobody cleaning windows at this hour of the night.
No.
There you go, pal. Come on, behave.
You.
Boop. Boop,
Here
boop.
we go.
There we go.
I mean, I think you
Thank
should
you.
just leave this
Thank
running.
you.
I think you should just leave this running 24/7 because like this is like ocean noise. Like this could be someone's sound machine.
Yeah.
It could. It
Yeah.
could.
Okay, let's question for Mark and Rocky.
Oh.
Mhm.
Are you planning on going on Star of the Seas inaugural or later?
Inaugural.
So yeah, we're going on the inaugural. We'll be on.
So are we.
Hey,
We'll be setting up a live
Shocker.
with Tall Man's Cruise
You'll find
Adventures.
us, yeah, you'll find us on the live together.
So we managed to pick up the pre-inaugurals that they launched the
Yep.
23rd and 27th of August.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So super exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've done a few of these inaugurals together, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
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 That's what we were telling them, or who we were telling. Was it? Anyway,
I think
this
it was-
started. We've had our channel for a couple of years, but we started just before that. We had an RV channel, but we are just as avid about cruising as we are RVing,
Yep.
and we thought all those people would play nice together. So our first cruise back post pandemic was the Celebration,
Okay.
and we saw you guys there for the first time.
Oh.
And we didn't really communicate,
Yeah.
but we saw you there, and we put all that content on the RV channel. It was great. We gained a whole bunch of subscribers, and then we lost a bunch.
Aw.
So we're like, okay, we need to start a separate channel.
Yeah.
So we started a separate channel.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it's the Frenzy,
Mhm.
and then
Yes.
it's the other
Well, Forensic is where I remember running into you guys
Venezia?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Venezia.
Yeah.
We
The
did
Venezia.
Oh,
yes.
Venezia,
Right?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Venezia
you
first.
three.
Yeah.
Venezia
Venezia
first,
first,
and
and
then
then
Forensic.
Firenze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And what
I was
happened
curious.
was for whatever reason, we were running the same schedule
Yes.
because everywhere we went,
we turned
they
the
were
corner
there.
and there they
And
were.
I'm not-
Gangway getting onto the ship for the first time ever.
they
There
were
they are.
right behind us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
When-
right.
When we
walking
would,
around looking at the secret spaces.
Yeah.
And there they
There
are.
they are.
yeah. So we just started talking and had them on the show on the, I think it was Venezia,
No, Firenze.
Firenze. We
Yeah.
we were outside then, but we didn't have lighting,
No.
and it turned out we were like in the pitch black. You literally saw 4 silhouettes, and oddly enough, it was that broadcast that got us to go get these lights and figure out the right lights to get to be small enough
Yeah.
to pack up to come with us.
Amazing.
These are
Amazing.
smaller versions of what we have.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
At
they're
home.
great. They,
Yeah.
I mean, they do an awesome job.
So
But now for you, we are all sweating.
Yeah.
yeah,
These
it's a little
lights-
warm.
These lights are hot.
Well, it's not
They're
about the
hot.
lights; it's about that the
actually-
door is open,
Okay.
so the AC
AC's
won't
not
work.
on.
Oh.
That's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
But I mean, they do put off a little light,
They
a
do,
little
they
heat,
do,
a
yeah.
little light.
They do.
Of course, they put off light.
A
They're
little
lights.
light.
Oh, sorry, I'm a little light-headed. You
Oh, yeah.
yo 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 ho.
Yes.
Yo.
Hey. Cheers.
Yo ho, a drink of champagne for you.
And someone said 6'4", I saw. So we had
Oh, that's two then.
Mm. Oh.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh,
you're talking about the giveaway.
gosh.
What are we giving away? Holy shit, Batman! We're giving away that right there. But I'm going to break the bad news. Not tonight. Tonight's special adventure was Mark and Rocky.
Aww.
But remember, we only have 2 more nights. So there's a 50-50 shot that it's tomorrow night. And we're going to give that away. It is a 1 to 400 scale replica of the MSC World America.
So cool.
It is a one-of-a-kind design. This does not show up in stores, websites. MSC doesn't know anything about it. Lego doesn't. Nobody's paid for this except for Robert and Lisa.
That's amazing.
We commissioned a Lego brick type artist.
A what?
I'm not saying it again. To design this for us.
A designer.
Yeah, designer.
Now
Would-
it sounds fancy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that came with some cost too, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then put all the pieces together, the instructions and all that stuff. And so,
I'm
but
impressed that you got the instructions for it.
dude, here, look at this.
200
Can you,
pages.
can
I
you
know.
imagine trying to build that thing without instructions?
Oh no,
No.
that is not freaking happening
I
today,
would
tomorrow,
love
ever.
that, though. I mean, I'm a huge Lego fanatic. So
See,
I would
so
love
am
that.
I.
Yeah.
I've been that way all my life.
Nice.
Okay, look, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do this real fast here. Ready?
That's super cool.
Is
Right.
this-
Sorry. Ready? Here we go.
Can the viewers see that?
No,
Okay.
Oh,
I'm showing
you
them
can
the
see it, though.
instructions.
Oh my gosh!
We haven't even finished. There, the bottom is now done. 74
The
and
hull is complete.
34 pages in.
There are 298 pages to these instructions, y'all.
Yeah, it's not a tiny ship.
It's not.
Hey, there's the World Promenade.
I see
Right?
the cabin.
Oh, there's our cabin.
Anyway, the instructions are very detailed,
Yeah.
and so obviously you're getting instructions because we are not putting it together for you. You will have to have the fun of putting it together. Hopefully, you'll share a picture with us when
Part
you're
of the
done.
adventure.
Right.
Without a
That's part of
doubt.
the adventure. That's part of the. That's part of. I want to win it just to be able to have that challenge.
Speaking of
Right.
Legos, did you go in the Sportsplex and play with the Legos
We
up there already?
Yes,
So did
we
we?
saw those. I
Yeah.
love it.
I know, right?
It's so
But
cool.
my whole thing was, we need more.
Really,
there's not enough.
There's not
No,
enough.
there's
small
need more.
selection.
It was
Yeah.
a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
For being
Yeah.
Lego sponsored. It was a
Yeah.
little- yeah.
Portholes and pixie dust.
Hey.
How's it going? Let's pro. I got a Diet Coke. Heat Crazed is eating
Mom and
dinner.
Dad are eating
These are the
dinner.
people that are having their
Oh.
snacks when we were having snacks.
They were over on the West
Oh,
Coast.
yeah, West
That
Coast.
is fast.
Pacific, anyway.
Jalapeno and cheese enchiladas. Ooh, that sounds good. That's great news on the pasture. Right,
Absolutely,
Connie? Absolutely.
Cheers,
1
Connie.
million
Thanks for
percent.
joining in.
Connie,
Good to
good
see
to
you,
see you.
Connie.
By the way, on the side note, the
Mhm.
other nice thing about turning the ship around to go back to the dock,
I'm out.
the family was able to get off with them.
That's right.
Because usually if they got to helicopter them off, it's
Yeah.
just a patient.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so a good thing. Anyway, moving on. You know what? Hang on. Let me go back to balcony cam. Everybody sees the ship. We already told them it's not going to be tonight.
Okay.
50-50 shot. There's
Yep.
2 more nights.
Yep.
But we are giving that away. Charles Brennan, P break
Thanks
right
for letting
here.
us know.
Thanks.
I hope everything came out all right.
Danny says the Jubilee can go 23 knots against 60-mile headwind. Personally,
Not with guests on it, I would imagine.
no, he was on it. Danny Mac
Oh,
wouldn't have been crew.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we can go 23.7. We can dial it up to 11. You Spinal Tap fans out there. Wonderful news about the passenger. Absolutely. Chris H.
Yes.
Fun facts. I didn't know. Thank you. You're welcome. What about SF?
Oh, I'm guessing for
Ooh, a
home
cruise
port
ship. That would
for
be great.
MSC.
San Francisco. Yeah.
That would be a fun
Um,
port.
That would be
That
It was
does
it was a
exist.
name mentioned. It was they mentioned Seattle,
Yeah.
San Francisco,
Oh,
and LA area. Those were the 3 areas I think they
it's gotta
mentioned.
be LA
I don't
area.
know that there's really any room for more growth in LA. Like
Well, it would have to be in Longwood.
Long Beach.
Long
Oh,
Beach.
Sorry, Long
But
Beach.
that's
Longwood.
Carnival. Like they're not gonna share that.
Well, but there's room there
and-
for more.
Mm.
Isn't somebody else there? Carnival and somebody else?
Well, the
Yeah,
Queen
over
Mary is there.
Queen Mary.
The Queen Mary's there, but I thought another
That's
ship was
Los
there,
Angeles.
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Los Angeles.
Yeah, it
is
wouldn't be
for
Long Beach.
expansion.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're literally side by
They
side
are.
to each other.
But I'm just saying the way that it's set up. So you have princess home ports there and royal home ports there.
Yeah.
So no, it'll be interesting to see.
No warns of Wicked.
Yeah, right. Chris says, question, will either of you do live at Ocean Cay for the party at night? It looks legit. So we're not there overnight. I don't know when we're
No.
departing.
No.
And so depending on how if we're backing in, you guys will see that live. on camera because of balcony cam.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
But if we leave at 8, either we're going to have to go on early,
Yeah.
or we're going to miss it. So
we
leave
sail
at
away
8,
at
yep.
8.
we sail away at 8.
Yep.
So we may do an 8 o'clock on the last night, just so you guys
There
can
you
see
go.
that. It's actually pretty cool. The sucky part about all of it, though, is there's music that goes on with the lights that are going on, and that's what really ties it all together is the music, right? So without the music, which of course we can't play because it's copyright music, it's gonna look a little weird. But the little night party they do out there is cool. If you're ever on an MSC cruise and you do an overnight
Oh yeah.
at Ocean Key,
Yeah.
that is cool because they do like a really big late night deck party with the big bonfire and all that
Oh,
crap.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Ocean Key's our absolute favorite private island of cruise lines to go to.
Oh.
I learned something new tonight.
Yeah.
I literally just learned something new tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like a
we've-
deserted island.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it really is.
I mean, we've gone to all of them with all the different cruise
Yeah,
lines.
yeah.
And Coco Cay, sorry, it's got its allure, if you
Yeah.
will.
But the seas.
Boom, boom. But it's to me, it's more theme park,
Yes.
right? Some of the Carnival Islands, they're just old and decrepit and need some help, which they are getting some help
Yeah.
because of not just Ocean Key, but Perfect Day at
Perfect.
Coco Cay, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to catch up in the industry. And it's something we always said about Carnival here recently. Carnival used to be industry leaders.
Yeah.
They used to be.
They used to
Yes.
lead the way.
Yeah.
They haven't led the way in a long time.
We have said that
they-
exact same thing. Yeah.
They have been playing catch up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
whether or not they're doing a good job with the catch up, that remains to be seen and in the eyes of the beholders.
Although I will say, if the financials are any indication, they're doing a great job.
Oh, the financials are doing fantastic.
Oh,
Well, look, Carnival has always been known as the cruise line that everybody goes on first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Royal is, beat against that title for a long time. And so in Royal's really innovative when it comes to stuff. I mean, like the Utopia,
Yeah.
the first multi-billion-dollar cruise ship specifically designed for 3 and 4 day cruises.
Yeah. The weekend
Right?
ship.
That's not how it's ever been in the industry.
Yeah.
Never.
You take your ships that were brand new, you use them for 15, 18 years, then you make them the 3 and 4 day cruises.
Yeah.
And so where you come full circle with all of this is most people are taking their first cruise on a 3 or 4 day cruise
Right.
because they don't know if they're going to like it or not.
Right.
Yep.
So they don't want to commit to a 7 day and a longer time and more money. They'll do the 3 or 4 day cruises. And of course, all the ships are old and crappy.
Mhm.
And I mean that in a relative way.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
obviously not crappy, but so Royal comes out and launches the Utopia and puts this big brand new $2 billion+ ship into 3 and 4 day cruises, right? So they're trying very hard to pull that first time cruiser goes to Carnival
I thought
thing.
that was a genius move.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
genius
Well, now
move.
Carnival's going to do that with the Mardi Gras
Yep,
when the
But-
festival
but-
comes
But
out.
to your point,
but it's still it's no longer it's still not brand new.
Yeah, no, it's not. But it's
and
Yeah,
and to your point, years ago, Carnival would have done that first.
Correct.
Yeah.
They
Correct.
are once again saying, "Oh, Royal
Yeah.
Caribbean has done this. Let's
Yes,
put Mardi Gras. Let's put our
Yeah.
biggest ship out there for a
Yeah.
3 and 4 day cruise."
Yeah.
Yes.
they're being
playing
Yeah.
they're reacting
yes.
instead of being proactive.
Yes.
They're doing what their main song is when you go to the sailaway party. Follow the Lido, 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 follow the
Bum, bum, bum.
Sorry.
Bev says, I don't know why only Princess seems to stop, to do stops up the U.S. West
Yes.
Coast, not just L.A. and
Yeah,
Seattle.
so Princess and Holland America do a lot of West Coast sailings. They still do an Ensenada stop for maritime law, or for actually the U.S. law.
Yeah.
They do that international stop, but a lot of them will do like Santa Barbara, San Diego,
Cool.
San Francisco. They'll go up to Oregon.
Yeah, didn't you port out of San Diego
I
on
did,
Holland America?
I
That's
did,
cool.
yeah.
What's your guys' favorite ship? I'm asking you.
Notice how quiet
I know
it
mine
got.
right now.
Okay.
Mine right now is, and I know this is going to be a little scandalous.
Oh,
Okay.
I know where
Uh-oh.
he's going.
Mine right now is Norwegian Prima.
Oh, okay.
The when you can be outside on that ship and people can be dispersed. The food was fantastic. The service was next level, and the design of the ship just felt so rich and classy, and I absolutely loved it.
Okay.
I'm torn.
Oh.
I'm very torn. I love having like really good design and different areas that you can go to that are very highly themed. And I think Prima was great. I
Okay.
absolutely love that ship. But I really love how Margaritaville at Sea Islander looks. I love the heavy theming of all of those spaces on board, whether it's a dining venue, a bar, just one of the public lounges. Just, it's such a cool ship. And these two don't know what I'm talking about.
Not
Nope.
yet.
No,
You
we'll,
gotta
we'll
join
get
us
on
for
there
our
one
group
day.
Cruise. Just join us
Yeah.
for our group cruise.
Yeah.
You know
Where
what?
to go?
We might be able to do that. I mean,
What about you?
pretend we
I
could do
don't
that.
know what your favorite ship is.
I think my favorite ship is probably
Right now, I always just
Yeah, it's true.
My favorite
It
ship
changes.
right now because it changes.
It does. My top three, well, my top two,
Mm.
are the Celebrity Ascent,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the openness
Yes.
of Celebrity Ascent. Just
Yes.
love it.
Yes.
And then the MSC Seashore.
Oh,
We've not been on a
We have
sea
not.
class yet.
I love the Seashore.
okay.
We love the C class in general.
Okay.
Okay.
Back
Good
to
to know.
live mode.
Mhm.
Why is this not? There
Apex
we go.
is in our top
Oh, Apex
five,
is definitely in
three,
top.
almost
Yeah,
three,
top.
maybe.
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean that. Oh,
Yeah,
the Edge
Celebrity.
class is just gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Oh.
Have any of you been on Cliffhanger yet?
Yes, we did.
Oh, I still have to do that.
We've got our
It-
wristbands.
It
I
was wild. Rocky was shocked. So Rocky is a amusement park aficionado.
Yes.
And he was like, I cannot believe they're allowing this to happen. They're flinging us out over the water.
You're
And
like
we were
200
sailing.
feet over the water, at least.
Sailing. And it's just a single lap bar. There's no backup restraints. There's
Nope.
no seatbelts. There's no over the shoulder. It's just a single lap bar that is the only thing that holds you in as you're.
And it's a lap bar that doesn't fit snugly on your lap.
Yeah, no. So
It
you're
just folds up
loose in
into
there.
its normal spot.
It was.
I think it should go swinging pretty good.
It does, yeah. The nice thing is it's a controlled swing, so you're not using your legs to propel
that's
you or
true.
anything. But yeah, it was
was cool.
wild.
I think I'm going to go throw up now. Just listening. I
Yeah.
just
That's
can't.
the big security camera over you.
To
Yeah,
watch
so
you
that's
go
all it
overboard
is.
because they haven't put you in securely.
That's
Yes.
all it is.
And that's
It's
why you have
not.
to sign the waiver.
It's not a souvenir.
the waiver. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but the waiver does say, even in the case of gross negligence, you nor your dependents or descendants or any ancestors along the way can hold MSC or the family liable.
Oh, I'm sure they are well covered.
Yay!
We signed it. We're like, oh, all right.
Oh, I knew. I just was like, yeah, just give it to me.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
I knew.
Christopher says MSC just started next year to explore the U.S. West Coast and kick off their campaign
Yes.
with Alaska and Canada. That is
Yes.
correct.
MSC
Yes,
Cruise,
Yep.
they've already
That is
announced
correct.
that.
They were talking about
I
that a
would
little
like
bit
to get
today
on
too.
Poesia.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been on one of their older ships.
No.
I've only done the newer ships that are, you know, here.
Marivalia in this
Yeah.
one.
Michael Ann, hello, welcome,
Hey,
spoiled
Michael
mama.
Ann.
Mama?
Yep. A question from Tom: what has been the most unexpected positive about the ship for each of you?
Ooh.
Start with you. This one.
Oh Jesus! The most expected
Unexpected.
positive.
Unexpected positive.
I know mine.
Oh.
The
Oh.
yeah.
They
We're just gonna
You,
leave.
you know, I'm
Sorry.
I'm gonna make it a tie.
Oh.
I was very shocked, not in a bad way, and amazed
Okay.
that the captain shared with us the good fortune of this particular passenger.
Yeah. That's
Right.
great.
I just thought that was really cool of him to
Yeah.
pass that information along. This captain has been very vocal, very easy to understand too, by the way.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is.
Very,
Yeah.
very present,
Yeah.
and very approachable. A lot of captains are not like that. I think it was a pleasant surprise in the strangest of ways.
Mhm.
But outside of that, Tom, I'm not sure if you were on last night, but there's a hidden spot on this ship. If you were not here, you need to go watch that broadcast last night. Lisa and I talked all about it. That was the most unexpected pleasure. Lisa and I, it wasn't, we talked about it last night, but we did it 2 nights ago.
Yes.
That is the best night on a cruise ship Lisa and I have ever
That's
spent.
amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Shh. Oh, well, we can say it. We can say it. So, quick, there's a hidden space on the ship. It is by invite only. And how you get invited is you have to go find the third officer. The third officer is the officer wearing 3 stripes. He's usually out in the public spaces throughout the day. If you find the third officer, and I say if, when you walk up to him, you say, "Sir, I understand you have a coin or a token for me." He may ask, "How did you hear about this?" You can tell him, "Mark Araki." You can tell him the tall man sent you. Okay? Send him the tall man sent
I
you.
like that.
Okay? And he's going to give you a very special token. Now, you're going to take that token, you're going to go back to your cabin. You're going to pick up the phone. Actually, you probably use any phone. There's a number associated. I think it's 6982. Whatever. Yep. And you dial it to make a reservation. Okay? And they're going to ask you a couple questions there on the phone, too. Anyway, at 7:15 was the time we chose. You go down to the phone booth here on this ship on deck 6. You walk in the phone booth. You pick up the phone. And you dial that same number. Everybody's, what? And when the person picks up the phone, you have to ask for the skipper. And eventually, it's like the TARDIS from Doctor Who. All of a sudden, you're in this place 2 decks down, buried deep in the ship, that only a couple of people every day get invited to go see.
Cool.
And let me tell you, the most fantastic evening we've ever had.
That's
so
cool.
there's how you do it. All right.
Rocky and Mark were not 2 of the people invited to it.
You got to find the
You
third
gotta
officer.
find
You
the
got to find that third
third
officer.
I thought I saw him earlier, but he was
Turns out it
like
was just
he
a
was
belch.
he was right.
So
He was very busy. He was actually working, and he was like giving instruction to crew and all that. And I was like, "Oh, that can't be him."
I again 3 stripes.
Yeah,
You can walk up. You just walk up. "Excuse me, are you the third officer?"
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I should have done. Okay.
Well, so
Because
what was your
trust me, the
officer?
third officer is expecting that conversation.
Okay.
For me,
Alright.
it was, is that 3 stripes I see?
That's
Okay,
fantastic.
okay.
Fantastic.
And he's like,
Do you have a question for me?
"Yes,
Yeah.
question for me?"
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
So
my favorite, most unexpected moment.
Yeah.
Queen Symphonic.
Really?
Yes.
yeah, was it great?
I grew up listening to classic rock, and Queen was one of those bands that just really kind of hit home for me. Really,
Yeah.
really struck a chord. And
Struck
I
a
love
chord.
exactly. Oh, that too. I've always loved Queen. I've listened to a good majority of their music. A lot as a kid, so I know a lot of the lyrics and everything. And when I found that Queen was going to be on this ship as a musical performance, I was stoked.
Awesome.
And so we got in on the first night and went to the late show, and I loved it. It was
Excellent.
so good.
It's awesome.
We didn't get to see the whole thing. Lisa went down. First,
Yeah.
I was getting ready to stream, but Lisa went down to watch a little bit. But it was the
Yeah.
first night.
Yeah.
The first show,
Yeah.
first night.
Okay.
And they had technical problems. So there were a couple songs in, and they had to shut the show off. So they fixed whatever was wrong, and you saw that
I
night's
did.
performance.
It was great.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Mark,
Nice.
yours?
Mine would be, I did not think I was going to enjoy this as much as I did,
Yeah.
but we went to Dirty Dancing,
Yes.
which was built explicitly for this ship,
By the way, not the show,
not.
but
No.
the
The
movie,
concert,
the
because-
concert.
So it's confusing
Yeah.
because no one knew
No.
what they were there for. Literally, we talked to a bunch of people after. They actually play the movie on the big screen, and they've got the cast of the show. They put on a 35-minute show where they sing the songs and they do dancing, but they actually screen the movie
Yeah.
where they've got all of the audio of the movie. But anytime there's music played in the movie, the cast comes out and sings and dances and acts and does the lifts in the air. I had no idea how much. I'll never watch Dirty Dancing the same again.
No.
But with the movie still going,
Yeah.
it's
Still
synced
playing.
to the movie.
It's almost like if you've ever been to a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
That's like the best way I can equate the experience.
All right.
Because they have the movie playing, and then you have live actors in the foreground telling the story.
It was
so
so
cool.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Like to me,
Yeah.
like that was so unexpected.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Live musicians, live
Yeah.
vocalists,
Yeah.
live
Yes.
dancers. Yeah, and they're scattered throughout the theater.
They are. Yeah.
So it draws you in. It's
Right.
not like they're way over there and you're way back here. They're literally all around you.
And I liked the movie a lot more this way. I really did.
Chris, we haven't been able to reconfirm, but somebody else from somewhere else confirmed that it was 4,600. It just seems like that number is low for a sold out ship. But we had somebody else tell us the same thing. Not one of the crew, but somebody else that had asked another crew person
Okay.
said there was 4,600 people on here.
Interesting.
We've also heard from a couple of people now. This sailing is 4,600. Next sailing is 5,500, and then the third sailing is 6,000. So they're
Okay.
doing a
ramp up.
Who did we just hear that from?
I did.
They're doing a ramp up. It was one of the crew members that we were talking to.
Okay.
That I was maybe talking to. They're doing a ramp up. So instead of saying
So even though it's sold out, it's not
it's sold
technically.
Yeah,
based
they
on their
pulled
limit that
inventory.
they put in place.
There you
Yes,
go.
it's sold out
Okay.
based on the limit.
We got a bunch
and
of
then-
stuff delivered.
Oh goodness, what was that?
Aren't we special?
We've got people waiting.
Oh,
for
we
us.
do.
We've got people
We
waiting
do.
for us. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
All
Oh
right.
dear.
Ron Jones, they'll be on the Aqua on April 26th.
We'll
Miss
Awesome.
you. Oh.
Yep. Ron, I'm jealous. I go on her in September. Awesome. Portholes and pixie dust.
I love your life, portholes and pixie dust.
Right.
Take us with you.
We are on the Aqua right now.
Oh.
Awesome.
Connie.
25K and
Connie.
25 mark.
That's
Connie.
it. That's what she's wanting for us.
Yep.
We want that too.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Cruise Fever. Welcome. She's going on May 3rd,
Okay.
right before you guys.
Nice.
I'm hoping they will have some openings or even a day pass.
Yes,
It's all
for the
sold
spot.
out. Yep. Bobby Smith, where the inaugural gifts for your guys in your cabins?
Not yet.
No. We got
Nothing yet.
we got a diamond bag. like
a
little-
That's not an
It's not an inaugural prize, but that's it.
It's a
Little-
toiletry bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a sore spot, Bobby.
Yeah.
Kind of a sore spot.
Yeah. Pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
Really. Cruises Forever. Oh, Cruises Forever. You were also asking about other stuff. These guys are going to have to leave in a couple minutes, and so we're going to continue to go because we have a lot of questions from yesterday that we have answers to. So I'm just trying to get to some live stuff now.
There is a gangway on deck 5. I will answer that real quick. Most of the gangways are on deck 4, but you can use the escalators that come down from guest services /
6 down to
Dolce
5,
Vita.
yeah.
Those go down to 5, and you can get off the ship, and then they have stairs that come out of the ship. It's really cool.
For any of their people who want to see that, we actually showed that in our deck 5-6
Yeah,
tour.
Perfect.
Cool.
That's perfect.
Because it's like right close to
Yep.
guest services
Yep.
there. It's around
That's
the corner,
perfect.
so we show it.
Sweet.
Drink.
We're
Any
out.
last
Sorry.
questions? TLC just got another.
TCL,
Oh, thank you,
Miss
El.
Cruise Life, Thank
Thank
you.
you.
There you go, hanging with the
Appreciate
hordes.
it.
One
Yeah.
closer to 25,000.
Here we go,
Right.
Connie.
Start of season inaugural group live again, right? Oh yeah, we're gonna have some more champagne then.
Yes.
Glad to hear everyone is going on. That's awesome. And now that's a legit group cruise,
Yes.
right? You should leave the camera
Oh, that's a
live when
great
docking
call.
in Ocean
Oh,
Key.
yeah.
Key. So
Wow.
if I'm awake, I don't know. We'll see.
Just
It,
turn
it,
it on
it's
going to bed.
it's just a matter of logistics. Like
Well, you
all
don't
this
know
stuff.
Which side you're docking on
You-
either.
It depends if we are backing it. If we're going
Yeah.
to back in, then
Yeah.
we're going to be on the correct
Yeah,
side. If we
yeah.
pull in, then no. But
Yeah,
I
no.
believe we always back in so they can pull out.
Okay.
Oh.
But that being said, that means we have to leave the door open for all the cabling. And I just have a thing about leaving doors open on ships.
Oh,
You're not
Thank
supposed to do it,
thank you.
No.
We
right?
Appreciate that.
So, and I am not putting my computer out there. That is not happening.
No.
Sorry.
actually. Probably fine.
Yeah, probably my.
Maybe do it on one of the phones is like a live stream, like we do when we're driving. You don't have to have the computer hooked up.
Oh.
So you want me to leave my $1,000 phone out there instead for the salt?
No, I was thinking about my old one, but
And how's that gonna
I
work?
don't know.
Cruises Forever,
Miss
to
Nut.
answer your question, yes. We are going to the inaugural
Yes.
visit of Celebration Key. So July, we are the very first ship
Yep.
that will ever visit Celebration Key.
That's
and that is
Carnival
on the-
Vista. We'll
Yep.
be there on the 18th.
July 18th.
Yep.
And so
Yes.
there will be a ribbon cutting. There will be there will be celebration. So we will be going actually
There'll be
live.
celebrations at Celebration
Yeah,
Key.
I know, right? We'll be
Go
going-
figure.
We'll be going live from Celebration Key.
Yes, we will.
Willing the Bahamas Wi-Fi network.
We'll be fine.
Tell me if this is putting the cart before the horse,
Yeah,
because I know you
okay.
do your own review.
Yeah.
What did you feel about getting on this ship, for the first time with the inaugural? Did you feel the festivities
What
This-
were
festivities?
ample?
This ship
Yes,
specifically?
this ship
What
well,
festivities
be-
are you
well,
talking
well,
about?
think about it.
Can I
With-
ask where the beep button is?
right here.
I think it
Here,
was.
hang on, you just hit that button when you're ready.
I think it was bull. That's what I think about. I mean, this wasn't an inaugural sailing.
No.
This was a.
What festivities did you encounter?
Oh,
I
maybe
wasn't
did.
saying we encountered
Okay,
anything.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss something
Well,
Yeah,
we-
because we didn't see anything.
Yeah, it's the NCL Aqua was
worse.
there were less than this.
Worse.
It
Yeah.
almost seemed like
How
the
is this
crew
then
was
nothing possible?
unhappy to see us there when we got on the Aqua.
Oh,
It was,
Yeah.
you know how a crew member gets when they're about to finish their contract?
Yeah,
They're-
yeah, yeah.
they're like
Yeah,
done.
They're
It was-
dead in the eyes.
That
That's
was
what they all
dead
look
in the
like.
eyes.
It was so
There
strange.
no, woo! There was
Yeah.
none of that.
Yeah.
I think about so
There was some activity here,
Yeah.
but it was very
It was very low key. Very low
well.
key.
We got on early. You got on much later than we
yes,
did.
I did get on later.
So again, it wasn't like any of the carnival. Wow.
Yeah.
But it was more than nothing.
But
Yeah.
it was at least
Yeah.
which we didn't even get that on the
Yeah.
Insel Aqua. There was nothing.
Yeah, I think about Carnival. Speaking of being a leader, Carnival. Carnival Jubilee, that inaugural, we got the cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Sailing out of
Yeah.
Galveston. We got that beautifully laminated book, the hardcover books. I mean, I think the Firenze was a little weak with those plastic sunglasses, but it was something.
It was something.
It was something. The thought was there was a thought.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Inaugural on Islander, we got the tote bag.
Islander, there was a tote bag that had the inaugural dates of the
Yeah,
sailing.
it was cool.
That was
coolest
awesome.
thing we ever got was on Virgin Scarlet Lady. We got a replica of the ship's coin.
Everybody did.
Oh, look at
goosebumps.
those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That
was
the
it's,
Yeah.
best
it's in a
one
special
ever.
pouch and
Yeah,
yeah.
little leather
That's
pouch.
cool.
Here's
Yeah.
what I will say. Like, I don't necessarily expect there to be like extravagant. So if you're thinking, oh gosh, we're very blessed to be
Yeah,
here.
of course,
Super blessed to
absolutely.
be here.
Yes.
But like a 50-cent pin that said inaugural, World America
Something.
inaugural sailing, like something to commemorate that we can take back and we can celebrate with
Right.
others.
Right.
Just nothing.
You know what we got for NCL Aqua?
What?
It was a little
Picture.
8x10. Congratulations, and didn't even have our names on it. You were on the inaugural for the NCL Aqua.
It's something.
Yep.
something.
I'm sorry,
Like,
it's something.
That's what we got
Honestly,
from Venezia,
I-
that we got the route map from.
Oh
Carnival
yeah,
Venezia.
that was cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the picture from NCL more than the glasses.
From Firenze.
Yeah, that
That
was
was weird.
those glasses were pretty bad.
I don't-
Like,
there
Carnival,
were so
what the
many
hell are you
options.
thinking?
Like it was Italian style.
I-
Come on.
I would rather have had a pen.
Here's what I said. Here's what we said at the time.
Yeah.
Why not give out? Again, it could be cheap, but those Italian masks for.
Right.
I mean, it's in like
Yeah.
fun Italian
Something.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would have cost them far more than those
Probably.
cheap glasses.
Yeah.
Look, those things could not have been more than 25 cents a
Oh,
piece.
absolutely.
I was thinking a nickel.
Yeah, they were really bad, y'all.
They were
Yeah.
really
And
bad.
nobody's going to want to wear those in the sun to protect their
No,
eyes.
no.
They were
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
Again,
You don't wanna
nice
see
thought.
those
Thank you.
things.
But
Again, blessed.
Yeah,
yeah,
The
we're
word that I
very
was using is
appreciative.
blessed, appreciative. I was bummed that for the inaugural of World America, the debut to North America, this is going to redefine the cruising for MSC.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, hey,
Welcome aboard.
can I get you a drink?
yeah,
Okay.
Well, and not for nothing, but we do still have 2 days.
I know, I
we
keep
still
saying
may
that.
Get something in our cabin. The Aqua was wasn't it the next to the last day? That
Yeah.
we got
that we got the
delivered?
picture.
Maybe that's what we have under the door.
I don't
over
know.
here.
We're about to find out
Yeah, we'll find out.
because you guys have to go that way to get out.
That's true.
Okay, speaking of which, these guys have to go.
Yes.
So I'm just going to put on some music for a minute
Okay.
and mute the mics, right? We want to thank you guys for being with us,
Thank
of
you.
course, as
Yes.
always.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you
So
You're-
good to see you.
We've done this a couple times now. This time, we haven't heard that we lost your connection. So
Yeah.
we've had a
Oh,
congratulations
that's right.
that we
Yes.
broadcast simulcast on 2 stations
Hello,
or 2
MSC
channels,
Wi-Fi.
right?
MSC for the win.
Right? Right. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though we did want to go outside, it was raining, and so this was the safest bet. So we're just going to mute all the mics. We have to move some equipment because this blocks the exit,
Yeah.
and so we're just going to mute this mic, move some stuff, and then Lisa and I will be back to
So go have
answer the
snacks.
rest of your questions. So go grab another snack.
Yes.
Snackies.
Hey everyone, great to see you. Thank you.
So here we go again, it's no surprise. 'Cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try
right, and we're back. Let me go unmute. There we go.
All right.
All right, everybody. So
Hope you guys had as much fun as we did.
yeah, and again, if any of this Cruise Life people are still here, welcome to the Tall Man Clan. We're glad to have you here as well. And I know Mark and Rocky are equally as glad to have some of the Tall Man Clan over there as well. So
absolutely,
our channels are both very uniquely different styles, but interestingly enough, we seem to both feel the same way about stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. and sorry about the audio. There is a little bit of echoey and stuff. And as I mentioned, this system is really just for the two of us, but I've tricked it to do more, and it, so it's a little echoey. But we just roll through it.
Yeah, we just put up with a little bit just so we can have them on.
Yes. Patrick's favorite ship is the Meraviglia. That's the, I think, the only one of their major ships that come over here that we haven't been on.
Agreed.
Because we've been on the Magnifica, we've been on the Divina, all the sea ships, now the World America. We have another one of their ships coming up here later in the year. So, yeah, the Meraviglia.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chris, they left.
Oh.
We'll ask and we'll bring them back to you.
Do I need to take pictures?
Chris wants to know if they're going on any of the Disney ships.
Okay.
The Treasure, Destiny, or Adventure.
Gotcha.
Negligence negates all waivers, right? It does. Christopher Forrester says, interesting competition between Carnival and Royal. In Germany, we guys locally the same competition between AIDA, which is a Carnival subsidiary, and Mein Schiff, which is a Royal a joint venture, right? So it's interesting. It's the same, but since they're offshoot brands or joint ventures, it's AIDA and Mein Schiff. But it's really Carnival and Royal. And I'm telling you, everybody's gonna have to start throwing MSC in the mix pretty soon.
Yeah.
They're pushing very, very hard. Alex wants to know who the third officer. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is you have to look for the third officer, and he has 3 stripes.
And it's probably not going to be the same person.
And so when you walk up to the third officer, you just ask, "Excuse me, are you the third officer?" And trust me, if it's the third officer, they're going to say, "Why? Do you have something to ask me?" That's telling you it's the third officer. And if they say, "I have no idea what you're talking about," then you got the wrong guy.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, it looks like you might need a fan in the room. Yeah. When the door is closed, the AC is great. But we have to have the door open for the cabling to go out for the camera. Thus the reason why I have to come up with a more creative way to keep a camera out there recording full time, that I don't have to have a cord going through the door, because I'm not going to leave the door open full time. You're not supposed to do that anyway.
Yeah.
And so
it would just be totally uncomfortable though.
I need to find, we have an old computer that might work, but I need to find some type of waterproof case to put it in, and then drill a hole in it just so the cable can go through it.
That's true.
Water won't come through that small thing. And then just set it out there, and then a battery has to be part of it. And the computer has to hold its charge for a little bit, because when we switch out the battery,
right,
it's got to stay connected.
Right.
So I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. That's what I do. But unless we're awake, we will miss the approach.
Yes.
So anyway, Embarkation Nation says, we agree with you on the hidden space. It was so awesome and has been our favorite experience as well. Right? Was that just not an amazing night, guys?
It was awesome.
I'm trying to look at this and not butcher your name, and I apologize. Jo Chen Meha. Was that close? I apologize. Hey, have you ever been on deck 9 of MSC Seashore? Is that true about the smoke areas? Should I upgrade? I have a toddler. So yeah, on the Seashore, there are some smoking areas on deck 8, which is below the deck 9 cabins. Depending on which way the wind blows, it is potential you might smell some of that smoke. So if you're afraid of that for your toddler, switch sides of the ship.
Agreed.
Because the smoking is only on the starboard side, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I was thinking it was port side.
No, because the water is always going this way. So that means it's right. Right is starboard.
There is an awning, a cover over the smoking area. However, smoke is going to
Wafts.
rise.
Yes.
And again, depending on which way the wind blows.
Yeah, I would say switch to the port side. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I also in its various places on that side of that deck, on the starboard side, it's not necessarily the entire side of the deck, but you can see there are ashtrays mounted out there. So just I would switch to the other side, just in case. I can't imagine that it would waft around the cover and go into your cabin, especially if the ship is moving. But you never know. And since you brought it up, it's a concern. I would switch to the port side.
Better safe than sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Embarkation Nation, we saw the officer again today giving out blessings.
I thought I saw
Wow.
him as well.
We thought we did too. Yeah.
Yes.
The officer frequently is in the area. We saw Rocky in earlier today. Wink, wink. Of course, they're gone.
They're gone. Sorry, we missed that. Yeah.
That's bad. They don't have an exact number. That has to be a big Coast Guard violation. They have an exact number. They're just not giving it to us. Lisa got 4,500 and somebody else got 4,600. So we're figuring somewhere between 45 and 4,600. Because in the end, truthfully, if we're going to be really honest, it's none of our business. It just isn't. The fact that these cruise lines actually give us the number, we find as a gift, but it's not our business. All right. But I didn't realize they were doing a staggered thing. And to
didn't
me,
either.
that may also have to do with personnel.
It could be.
Right.
And I know in past inaugurals, the further along you get away from that maiden voyage, they do take on more crew as they're stopping at different ports, and it may be the same on this ship.
I actually feel we're a little crew light.
Do you?
Let me be like normal crew light.
Okay.
There's a lot of extra crew on right now, shoreside type crew, because it's the inaugural. So I think they're light in waiters in the dining room.
I would agree with that because of what we were talking about earlier today.
And I think, honestly, it's the biggest. Even they may be light a few cabin stewards, too, because I know Mark and Rocky were talking about their cabin steward is working like nuts.
And we have seen, it seems like the cabin stewards do seem to have a heavy load right now. But yeah, we were talking earlier today that, we've seen many officers bussing tables up in the buffet area.
Yeah.
So
they're pulling their weight, which is awesome to see.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think but that would also make it more understandable doing that staggered, right? 4,500, 4,600, 5,100, 6,000, they're ramping up and bringing on the extra personnel to come up to full speed, because there's only so many cabins for crew. And so as shoreside staff leaves, they fill that up with regular staff.
Agreed.
Right?
Yes.
So, anyway, so I don't think it's a bad thing, Macrina. I just don't think it's their business to tell us, but most of them do. They're already gone. Sorry about that. We'll tell them, because we're going to see them tomorrow, of course. Probably maybe even later tonight if we run into them.
Yeah.
Like I said, we seem to run the similar schedules. We just run into them everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Every sub is another step to 25K. That is correct, Connie, for them. Our goal was to hit 20,000 by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. That was our full goal for our channel. And just like growth, just in general, for their channel, our channel. We sort of, I feel we started our channels all on around at about the same time, and I feel we're about the same growth. We are a few thousand more than them now, but that doesn't matter.
The growth seems to be pretty evenly matched. I think.
Yeah. Up until this year, they cruised a lot more regularly than we did. We used to cruise in very big clumps.
Yes.
We work 4 months, take 2 months off. Work 4 months, take 2 months off, and in our off time, we cruise like back to back to back to back to back. So we would have big growth and then sort of plateau because we weren't cruising for 4 months.
Yes.
So this year we've been trying to cruise at least once a month, a little bit more than that, and have some constant growth. So
yes,
because our goal is to do this full time. We have regular jobs. We like to quit those and just be full time content creators and bring you guys the stuff that you want. So anyway, Victoria says, I actually have a picture of the special coin token. So if you find the third officer, he won't be able to trick me with a fake coin or token. Victoria, I don't think they would do that.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine that they would.
No, this is a very special thing, and they take it very serious.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connie says, I'll subscribe to Tall Man's after the live. Well, thank you, Connie. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I bet you'll get something on Star Inaugural. We'll see. I'm sure. Like I said, I don't know if they had the gifts and they gave them all to the preview people. No clue. I suppose we could go down to customer service and say, hey, we've been on a lot of inaugural cruises on many, many different cruise lines. There's always an inaugural gift. Is that coming here? Are we going to see that sometime in the next 2 days? Or are we just shit out of luck? Oops. I beeped the wrong time.
You put the beep in the wrong spot.
Too much champagne for someone who doesn't drink.
Right.
Oh, my God. Everybody is saying thanks to Mark and Rocky as they were leaving.
Yes.
Patrick Conroy and Macrina and Chris. Yes. Macrina's Robert's got a big old butt.
Right.
Come on, man.
He was shaking it too.
I was trying. Christopher, are you booked on Grandiosa? It's bedtime on the East Coast. Thank you for the great live. I'll be giving you a follow before I go to bed. Thank you, Connie. Appreciate that.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
we
much.
we start at 9, and after we show the content of the day, like tomorrow, we'll be doing deck 18. We stick around typically just for Q&A and chit chat with the Tall Man clan. There's always lots of questions, especially on the inaugural cruises and stuff. But sometimes things happen and we go longer. Like last night, it turns out we were leaving Puerto Rico right at about the time we would normally stop the stream. So we stayed on an extra 45 minutes last night because we got to actually see the sail away, which was just phenomenal with the lights in the background of Puerto Rico. And so if you want to see some really neat video footage, and it's just balcony cam, what you're seeing here, just that camera out there, just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and we got some great shots.
Yeah,
So,
it's like the last hour of the
it
stream.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
Macrina's like, agree, the current passenger count is not anyone's business. No, and they're generally nice enough to give it.
Yeah.
But it's not. Nope. Christopher Forster says, thanks for the nice content, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone, and cruise on. Absolutely.
Our pleasure.
Appreciate having you here, man. Good.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yes.
Wait, what? They can't give out numbers. Like, I've never heard of that. Like, when I fly, they say the number. Ships are secret. But they should tell you unless something's nefarious. It's just, when has a plane ever told you how many people were on board?
I don't think I've ever heard on a plane.
I've never heard any flight attendant or captain say, hey, everybody, welcome aboard Flight 672 to Dallas-Fort Worth. Tonight we have, 227 souls on board and blah, 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 blah. I have never heard anything like that on a plane, ever.
I can't think of any time that I've ever heard that on a plane.
Yeah. In the end, I don't think it's a secret, which is why when we ask, they tell us. But just generally speaking, it's really none of our business or concern. But they give it out because it is, I guess, somewhat public information.
Yeah.
That's why we were sort of, when we're talking about NCL, they wouldn't tell us squat.
Yeah, I got 3 different numbers, from 3 different people, 3 different times.
And I'm look, at a moment's notice, if the ship starts sinking, you got to tell the Coast Guard,
yeah,
how many souls are on board in that quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, 4,500, 4,600. I don't know. There might be 2,100 and something crews. I don't know. So, I mean, obviously the number is there. So, it's just a matter of opinion. I mean, it doesn't bother me one way or the other if they don't tell us. It just is more confusing on why they wouldn't tell us, and or why when we ask we get 3 different numbers.
That's what is frustrating to me.
If you're going to give a number, if we ask and you're going to give the number, as opposed to, I'm so sorry, that's just not any of your business.
And I would rather hear that.
Yeah. If that was the answer they gave, I said, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But to
And I hear that many times, when I ask how many children under the age of 18 are on board, we don't give out that information. Okay, no problem.
yes, and that makes sense, right?
It makes perfect sense,
right.
yeah.
So,
And I would never
Yeah.
press it, but I would much rather have them say, "I'm sorry, we just don't give out that information," than to get 3 different answers from 3 different people, and that none of it's correct because of the way things are looking, how busy things are or how slow things are. It's not right.
yeah. But Macrina says I'm going to get banned for cussing.
Right.
Go ahead and try, Macrina.
She's got that button too now.
Carol says they give a nice gift on preview cruise. Typically they do, Carol.
Yeah.
Should I tell you or wait and see? They give a nice gift on preview cruise. Oh, they were saying they got a nice gift
Yes.
on the preview cruise.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can tell us. You can
Yeah.
tell us what it is.
Yeah.
It's okay. Or post a picture up on the on the Facebook group. I know you're
Yeah.
part of the Facebook group, Carol.
Mhm.
So post a picture up there. I mean, we're not jealous people that way.
No.
It just there hasn't been a group the inaugural we've ever been on, true inaugural for the paying passengers, that didn't have an inaugural gift of some kind. Even we were making fun of it, but even the cheap,
The blue-
25-cent
the blue
glasses.
plastic glasses.
God, they were hideous,
They
but like I said,
were.
it was something. But
It was something to laugh about.
what we imagined is they forgot, and that's all they could get last minute. That's what I.
On the Firenze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for the thumbs up. I heard they
Thank
gave
you.
out gifts in the yacht club. They give constant gifts in the yacht club for different things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did get a plate of like chocolates and things here as a gift, but that was different. But yeah, you can tell us. I won't feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for letting you join the sale out of PR. I know, wasn't that fun last night? Don't know if everyone got it. Yeah, it's okay. Robert will get up and go straight to customer service. I won't go straight to customer service, but we'll go there tomorrow. What was their channel's name? It's This Cruise Life. And for those of you who are from This Cruise Life, our channel is Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. So you guys both have them there, okay?
Yes.
Chris is like, every time I fly as I'm getting on, I have absolutely never heard, never. And I've probably been on several hundred flights in my life, flying for entertainment and everything we do. Never heard anybody say.
But we're going to pay closer attention
Yeah.
now. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I want to know how many people are on this plane.
Island time. Mm. Hey, Helen, how are you doing? Have a great time. Yeah, we've been having a blast, Helen. Welcome to the Tall Man
Yes.
Clan.
Yes,
And
welcome.
thank everybody for the recent thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
And so do Mark and Rocky. It's a dual broadcast. They've had to leave. They had some place to be tonight. In fact, I think they're probably a little late.
I think they were,
They're
having
having
about
such a
15
good time.
minutes late.
Yeah,
Seem to remember that in the Frenzy too.
I know.
We kept them well past
We're-
the
We're
the
we're
time.
we're gonna go talk with these boys. When we run into them later, and say, okay, we're doing this again on the Star, right? And don't plan anything in your evening when we do this, because we're gonna go on.
right.
we're-
As
we're-
long as you guys want to talk to us.
Well, we're missing, two groups, right?
We are.
Our Tall Man Clan, and of course, they're guys with This Cruise Life, and so people have questions. There's going to be talk, and it takes a while to get through all that.
Yes.
No planning stuff. Next time I'm going on Virgin, I'll ask how many kids are on board. Ba-dum-bum.
That's funny.
I'm so sorry, sir. We're going to have to remove you from the ship. Macrina, by the way, says we've all got our buttons now.
We're in trouble now.
I'm guessing they are being coy as the cruise is not sold out. Well, to Mark and Rocky's point, and these days, at least from Rocky's standpoint, being a travel agent, he may get some additional information about bookings and stuff that we don't get because we're not travel agents, which is why he knew that they, even though they're marking it as sold out, they only intended to sell, let's say, 75% of the ship. So when that 75% of the ship was sold out, it's sold out. And And then the next cruise, they probably are going to, 85%.
Yes.
Right. So anyway,
And that's information that we wouldn't have.
Bobby, are you asking them or us? But either way, are we booked on the Asia yet? Yes, we are. And so we'll be on the inaugural. We did not book the yacht club for that one.
No, we did not.
No.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they said that they were going on the Asia as well, didn't they? Didn't they say they were going on the Asia?
I'm pretty sure they did because we were talking. I think we were talking about that pre-show about. Or no, we were talking about booking stuff far out in advance. That the Asia is the furthest cruise they've ever booked out.
Yeah, so I'm about 99% sure that they said they are on the Asia.
As much as we were ruined by our experience in the yacht club, and if it were our choice, we would only ever book in the yacht club.
Agreed.
We do so much cruising and are on a budget that we just can't afford the yacht club all the time. But I think we did decide we're going to try to do one yacht club a year.
Yeah.
So
kind of have to do it.
But yeah. Carol's like, it might make you mad. This is World America ship model. No, it won't make me mad because it's nothing like my model. There's my model. And it's a one of a kind. Or soon to be two of a kind. So, yeah. But I probably know like the ship your model type you're talking about.
Yeah, they sell them in the gift shops. Yeah.
Sad they didn't give them that ship model. It looks really nice. I saw it on Island Time as Derek has it in his office. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm. In fact, I don't want it because we didn't get invited. Just a little bitter. Just a little bitter.
Just a little.
Just a little. No, I think
salty like pal.
Right. Chris and a lot of you guys, you get around. Truthfully and honestly, tell us. Does anyone else out there in YouTube land from a content creator put out more content on every single ship we go on than we do? Because I am unaware of any. By the time we're done with ships, we will have put out 20 to 25 hours of content on a ship. No one covers ships more than we do because again we do it differently. So I don't say we do it better. I don't say it's worse or this person that or whatever. We do it differently, and because we do it differently, as well as broadcast live when we're on ships, these hours add up. I mean, if we just stream for 2 hours every night on a 7-night cruise, there's 14 hours right there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times we go over. Like tonight, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we put out a ton of content. And so to get left off the invite list, especially since we've communicated or tried to communicate with them multiple times about stuff, that is probably the most frustrating thing. Not just MSC, all the cruise lines.
Yeah, it's all of them.
We are equally frustrated. I told you this before, Chris. We have sent them, all of them, dozens of emails with zero response.
The only one that we ever got a response from was Cunard, and they said we don't have any need for you at this time, and that was, and we were like, thank you so much. That's all we, why can't everybody else just say that? We've never even gotten so much as hey, we got your email. Yeah, not even that.
Yeah, Danny and Macrina. Yeah, no one puts out more than you guys do. And again, that's not one of these things. No, it's not an ego thing. It's you want PR for your ship. You're giving away like a cabin in exchange, sort of. That's kind of how that plays, really. I mean, it's not a physical contract, but that's what they do. They look at the channels and this, that, whatever, and content and the times and this, that, or whatever. And when you add up all of that and all the views and all the different things, I mean, the fact that we don't get an invite is frustrating. So that's why we're just going to keep on growing, right?
Absolutely.
And at some point we'll get an invite and we'll say, now where were you guys last year when we were emailing you for invites? Well, blah blah blah. You know what? We're just not interested anymore. I'm just saying.
You never know.
Right? something else happened. Just this is a side note since we're sort of talking about the same thing. I ran into another content creator today here on the ship, and I'm not going to say their name. And they have far less subscribers than we do, and they're actually sponsored by a travel agency that puts them out on the ships. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I went and looked at a few things and I'm like, oh my gosh, why?
I guess you got to be at the right place at the right time.
I guess no one else does what you do. Well, I thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. Really,
we do.
You're working hard. That's what it's about. Yeah, that's what we do with everything we do. We work hard. We play hard. It's just our thing. And like I said, this wasn't we're better than the rest. It has nothing to do with that. Everybody's got their own unique thing that they do and the way that they do it. We have our thing, and this is how we do it. No one covers ships the way we do. No one puts out the deck plans one deck at a time with the deck tours, one deck at a time with the deck plans. Nobody does that, right? Cabin decks. Nobody touches cabin decks. We do, right? So you want to see where your cabin is? We've got that for you. So anyway, but facts, Robert, you truly do. I'll give you that no one goes through the entire ship like you do. I'll quote Keith Sweat. Nobody.
Thank you.
Speaking of sweat, man, it is sweating in here.
It is hot in
Woo!
here.
We at least have the short sleeve shirts on tonight.
We do, yeah. Last night, boy, I don't know what we were thinking wearing our long sleeve shirts. It was hot.
It was hot. It's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Anyway. All right, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, there are only 2 nights left, guys. 2 nights left on this ship to give away that ship.
Yep.
Holy ship.
Yep.
So make sure, you tune in live. We are literally giving away that ship to somebody in our live studio audience. So you must be live. There's no way to register. Again, not sponsored by anybody. This is paid for 100% by Robert and Lisa. Okay. One last look here at balcony cam and a decent shot tonight here outside, even though I'm glad the rain stopped long enough. It started raining around noontime today, and it rained until about 8:30.
Yeah, it did, till just before it was time to stream.
We were actually going to try to go and broadcast from the outside of Fizz or Elixir, one of the two. And when we're looking around, we're like, yeah.
No.
So we decided today to just do it here in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny, what is the actual current sub count right now? I don't know. I'll give you a live update here. Where are we? That's them. This is us. Oh, God. 16,151. 16,151 as of this exact second. So there you go. Mm-hmm. So
we appreciate you all. Thank you.
And our goal, we talked about it before we got on the ships, was between the Aqua and the MSC World America. We hope to hit 17,000 unless some kind of strange miracle happens in the next 2 nights. I hate to say, a little disappointed we're not getting there.
Yeah, it's not looking likely.
But that's okay, right? We're going to keep on trucking on, and that's what we do. So anyway, there you go.
Absolutely.
And you put out so much positivity on MSC. Well, look, we try to put out positivity where it needs to be put. We feel MSC's doing some good stuff. And do they have a long way to go? I would say yes, they do. But they're doing it, right? They're actively making these changes for the U.S. market ships, right? Whereas a lot of cruise lines just don't make those changes. I almost said don't care. That might be going too far, but they don't make the changes.
MSC's listening.
They're listening.
And a lot of the cruise lines, they sit back and hey, we've got a great product. We don't need to change anything. And they're not listening to the customers. And MSC is. And look, that's huge.
It is. Look, if we like something, we're going to tell you.
If we don't like something, we're
going to tell you. Right? I mean, we've also been, equally cheering, for Carnival, but we went on the Conquest and don't care to ever say the name again. It was that bad.
Agreed.
Right. So, I'm sure at some point we might get on an MSC ship and go, yeah, don't go on that one. I don't know. That hasn't happened yet. But, every cruise line's got their fantastic ships, and unfortunately, some of them are not that great.
That is very true.
So we just call it like it is and tell you the truth the way that we see it and are experiencing it for our moments. We did the same thing just on the last cruise with the Aqua. Got a lot of flack for it, right? We did not have the best. We enjoyed ourselves. We tell you that square up. We have a good time on every ship. However, due to the circumstances put in place and what happened during that 10-day cruise, that was not overall an enjoyable experience. And if I had the chance to do it again, knowing the same exact things, I would not go. Now, are those people that are on the ship right now having that same experience? I promise you they're not. Are the people the week after that are going to have the same experience? No, they're going to have even a better experience than the people that are on there this week. And that's what happens with new ships. It takes a few weeks for everything to get gelled, the crew to gel, all the new people they bring on in staggered ways, right? It just takes a little bit of time. And we know that when we go on an inaugural. But at least with the NCL, we were just shocked at the lack of activities offered on a 100% cruise to nowhere for 7 days. I know it went 10 days, but it was only supposed to be 7.
It was.
We thought there would have been, like on this ship, oh my God, there's something going on every minute.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with size. It has to do with the entertainment staff putting those events together.
Yes.
So we were just a little disappointed. Also a little disappointed in the food, but we're hoping a lot of that came because it was being stocked and sourced from Europe, which come full circle back to MSC. When MSC first started coming over here to the U.S., they were still sort of serving or using the same menus that they have been doing in Europe. And we had somebody in our Facebook post, Lindsay, posted in our, wrong thing, sorry about that. But yes, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. In our Facebook group, if you're not a member already, just, again, go to Facebook, find our group. There's 2 questions that you have to answer because it's a private group. It will decline you if you don't answer the questions. Okay. What was your first ship? And adhering to the group rules, which is no spamming and being nice. That's it. Anyway. But Lindsay posted one of the menus from the ships that are in Europe. Completely different menu from the ship sailing here in America.
Yes.
And what happened when they first started really coming over here, they were having those menus. And the food they were making and how they're making it did not really
resonate with Americans.
Resonate with U.S. culture.
Yeah.
In our food tastes, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, they've changed the menus. They're listening.
Yes.
Right? And now they're serving a wider variety of food, but tamed down, if you will, for more of the American style tastes, right? There's some barbecue and different things, but they still have a wide variety.
Yes.
It's just more geared towards the American market.
Yes.
Right. So I think it's probably even harder for the MSC ships that spend time in both places.
True, because you gotta be able to cater to both Europeans and Americans.
Yep. Carol agrees. It's hot, like Africa hot, right? Shout out to Biloxi Blues. Holy ship! I know, correct? I wish you would go with me on the President's Cruise. You can talk to the big guy himself. When was the date on that again, Chris? Shoot down there. I don't remember. I don't like directions. The ship comes assembled. Nope. If you win, Danny, you are going to have to put it together.
Yep.
The ship he's talking about, if you're new here, is that one right there. We are giving the ship away in the next 2 days, either tomorrow or the next day. There's only 2 nights left on the ship, and we promised to give it away during the ship. That is a one-of-kind. During this cruise. This is a one-of-a-kind, 1 to 400 scale Lego type brick replica of this ship that we're on, the MSC World America. This does not exist in stores. This is not purchased. This was designed. We physically hired a Lego type brick designer to to physically design this, create the instructions and everything that needed to be. Okay, so there's only one place it's going to be, here. And when we're done, that means there's only going to be 2 people that have them. One for us, one for the lucky winner.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, maybe a couple others, but not going to be thousands because it's not sold in stores.
No.
Right? So
No.
we figured the value of this sucker is going to be somewhere $750,000-$850,000 somewhere in that neighborhood. Because I know that Legos actually sells the Titanic replica for $660. This one's bigger than that. It's about 7,500 pieces. About 7,500 pieces. Anyway, and the OG stayed until the end, even without the ship giveaway. Yes, old school, right? Exactly. And oh my, OG represents, right? And Macrina, by the way, I'm going to Celebration Key next year. Just saying, on the celebration, my first Carnival cruise, 27 years.
Wow.
Oh. Well, holy ship.
Yes, you're gonna have to let us know how you how you enjoy it. Yeah.
Chris is like, I'm gonna hold you to that. The Celebration was my honeymoon cruise years ago on the old Celebration. Nice. Honest.
Nice.
Lego type brick designer. Drink, right? Sorry, Danny. People come and go. I gotta repeat it. It's only 4 days. It's only 4 days. I will hope, because it's not Royal or Disney. So just enjoy. There you go.
Yeah, I am a little worried though. If it's only 4 days, you might be on a little bit of a booze cruise.
Yeah.
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 Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. You know the drill, right?
Yep.
You've heard us say it before.
Yep.
Holy ship! Sorry. We didn't talk about the group cruise, but it's sitting up there in the corner. I don't know. We'll talk about it another day. I'm tired. I want to go. We don't have to go home, but we do have to get the out of here. Peace.